called fake news. Fake news. You are fake news. It's all fake news. Fake news. It's phony stuff. It didn't happen. It's all fake news.
Well. What have we got here? DOA, our good friend DOA. Hey, let's talk about DOA today. And in fact, we can even bring up a panel here because I noticed DOA is having panels and stuff like that over there, but he's like bringing friendly folks up and we're not really hearing the full story. But the latest that I have or that I've heard on DOA is that he was kind of on the run. He's like away from the Scientology protest that's happening in Los Angeles. He's somewhere way far away. He's kind of gone away. And has he gone for good? Is he finished with the Scientology stuff? Or is he still going to be protesting? And what is DOA all about? Let's talk about DOA. First of all, you have to get my take on DOA. Now, DOA, I put a little community post up there asking DOA a question, and DOA obviously he didn't see it or is refusing to answer it or whatever. He just wants to. You know what? DOA, I believe, has maybe shunned me. DOA, have you shunned me? You don't shun people, are you?
Mo.
Am I blocked? I'm one of DOA's hated people.
Yeah, yeah, Mo. Well, yeah, DOA blocked me. Eh? Actually, let me turn the speech off here for a bit, and then I'll bring it on. Because otherwise, it's going to interrupt me, and I'll just talk for a little bit here, and then we'll bring the text-to-speech back on here again. But good to see that it's working. It is set up and working. I do have a little bit of crackly audio here, but no big deal. Okay, so anyways, let's take the situation with DOA and I. You know, the whole time, I am a restreamer. You guys know that I'm a restreamer, right? I take other people's content, I put it all together, I aggregate it onto my channel, maybe about, anywhere from 1 to 10 streams, and I'll put 10 different streams up on Windows on my stream and talk about them and, promote everybody. I'll drop links. In fact, DOA, you don't know how many times I've dropped your link in my channel. I've restreamed you lots of times, and I drop your link every time. We give you just tons and tons and tons of promotion here, DOA. In fact, your channel wouldn't be as big as it is if it wasn't for me. In fact, you've gotten bigger because you've gotten protesting over there in DC and in Hollywood, and you picked up subs off of all of the rest of the streamers that you're rubbing shoulders with there. It's quite obvious how your channel has gotten as large as it has, right? But I'm just doing my own thing over here, just watching what everybody else is doing. And of course, I was interested in convoy stuff because I was in the Canadian convoy. That's where I came to be. That's why I'm on YouTube here, is because I was restreaming and streaming stuff there relating to the Canadian convoy and then the American convoy. And then all of a sudden, there was a guy that I noticed that was streaming coming up from, I don't know where you were coming from, DOA, maybe from Florida or somewhere down south there, and you were mobile there, DOA, and I was watching you closely there, and you were like different than everybody else, than any other streamer. You were like different. You weren't about freedom. In other words, the convoy was about freedom, but when you were doing your stuff, you weren't talking about freedom. You weren't talking about the same things that the convoy people were talking about. In fact, you didn't seem like you had anything to do with the convoy. You were like there for a completely different reason. And actually, your van had printed on the side of it, the media is the virus, right? So I believe, yeah, exactly, yeah, exactly, Colette. Yeah, I know. People found DOA through me, right? Exactly. Thanks a lot for the sub. Appreciate that, Bike Dasher. Hey, Bike Dasher. Hey, good to see you. I think I just subbed to you there just a little while ago. Kate, we're talking about DOA here, Defender of Ants, and he's a pretty big streamer, and he's been pounding Scientology there for the last little bit there in Hollywood. But anyways, I was following DOA, and he was driving down the road somewhere down south there. He hadn't even been part of the convoy, or he was actually in a sort of a convoy that was going to Bunker Hill. or to DC, right? So that's where I first picked up on him, on DOA. And DOA was not talking about freedom. He wasn't talking about that everyone was, COVID. They were locked down because of lockdowns and COVID and stuff like that. He wasn't talking about that. He was talking about the fact that he was pissed off at mainstream media. So he had on the side of his van, media is the virus, and in his chat, he was talking about the media and how he's pissed off at the media, blah, blah, blah. So, like, he had an agenda, but the agenda was not the same as everyone else. In other words, he wasn't going to the convoy because of the freedom. He was going there, but he was pissed off at the media. So that was his agenda, to be pissed off at the media, right? And then he gets to the convoy, and then he catches wind of the fact that there's some kind of a pedo that might be hanging out there. So then he's like, it's just a bunch of pedos, right? So now he's calling everyone a pedo supporter, pedo whatever, blah, 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 blah. Which, yeah, I don't like pedos either. I'm totally against pedos and anything that they have to do. But on the other hand, I'm not going to be friends with a pedophile. But whatever you want to do, that's your business, So if you want to be friends with anybody out there in the real world, that's your business, not my business, right? So yeah. Anyways, he ends up going to DC, and then he starts calling everyone pedophiles there, and starts protesting the Bunker Hill crowd there. And he was basically on the outside of everyone. I don't know that DOA had any kind of a friend there. He was kind of hanging out with Anarchy Princess, and I don't know who else. He tried to hang out with, I think, Jersey J, and maybe with Red, but I think that he pretty much got shunned by everybody. DOA, he's kind of a loner. DOA is a loner. Basically, what happens with DOA is that he goes somewhere, and then he yells and shouts and screams at everyone, and he makes enemies with everybody. And all of a sudden, he doesn't have any friends, and he's shunned by everybody. And then he leaves, and then goes somewhere else, right? So, he didn't, and then he makes big claims, right? Now, Scotty, I've heard you make this claim that you took down the convoy, or you took down 7076. You didn't do, and if I think in my mind, before you said that, right, and if I think, did anyone in particular take down any convoy or take down 7076? Absolutely no. You didn't take down anybody, anything. You stood there and you yelled. You called people pedos, and you got restraining orders against yourself, and then you had to scurry out of there because you had restraining orders, right? Come on. Like, this is like ridiculous. And that's the Bunker Hill thing. So everybody thinks that you were so great and that you were like a superior and you made waves and you changed the world because of what you were doing with 1776 and the convoy. No, you were standing there calling people a pedo. Even the cops didn't like you. Cops came up to you and they didn't like you being there. They thought you were the agitator, you were the trouble causer, and you didn't get anywhere with anybody there. In fact, you got kind of shoved around a little bit there and pepper sprayed. And and then you skedaddled out of there after you got pepper sprayed by, who was it, Crystal or someone there. That was funnier than hell. So I'm just telling it the way I was, the way I saw it. This is the way it was. I saw it all happen. And I was supporting you back then. I was actually supporting you as a streamer. Now, everyone, listen to me carefully. I support streamers. I don't care who you are, where you are, what you're doing. If you're a streamer, number one, I support streamers, small streamers. And Scotty, you were a small streamer at that time. I supported you. I didn't really care if you were yelling at people or what you were yelling or whatever. You're a streamer, and you were out there streaming just like anyone and everyone else. And I supported you as a restreamer. I restream other people. And I don't talk negatively about other people. And Scotty, I never talked negatively about you for the whole last 4 years or 3 years or whatever it is that I've been, streaming you, covering you and everything else. I've been covering you with, hands off, just basically watching what you're doing, restreaming what you're doing, and not talking negatively about you at all. Just watching, and I appreciate your content. You're a great content creator. Let me talk about that. Okay, number one, Scotty is a YouTuber. Okay, number two, he's a content creator. Okay, hang on. This is a bad time here. Hang on. Okay, so yeah. So number one, he's a YouTuber. Okay, what does a YouTuber do? And if that's his job is a YouTuber. What does a YouTuber need to do? A YouTuber needs to make money. Okay, because if that's his job, anybody at any job intends to make money at that job. This is just common sense, right? By the way, you can always give me a super chat there if you don't mind. but you turn on your YouTube channel, right? Now, why is he a YouTuber? Does he have any other job? Does he have a job? Is he going to work? No, that's his job. YouTube is his job. Scotty's job is YouTube, okay? So what do you do at your job? Well, of course, you want to make money, right? Hey, everybody wants to make money. And why would he be doing a YouTube job? Because it makes pretty good money. That's why, right? Because if you can ask people to donate, or if people do donate to you, then people donate to you, right? And you make money doing that. And it's a job. It's a job, okay? It's a gig. And you know what? After a while, you get sick of it. And you know what? Scotty's getting sick of it because it's a job that he's locked into. He can't go anywhere else, can't do anything else, can't go and do some plumbing or whatever. He's locked into it. He has his audience. His audience is pushing him totally, constantly, all the time. If you know anything about streaming, you know that your chat pushes you. It pushes you hard to do stuff. And he's being pushed really, really hard by his chat to do the crap that he's doing, right? And they pay him for doing it, too. And the people that push him for doing stuff are the people that pay him. You got this guy by the name of David B. Okay, David B. who's a pretty big supporter and a big dollar-wise supporter of Ant. And I heard him on the chat there the other day on the panel talking support. You know, biggest supporter of DOA. But keep in mind, when David gives you money, he expects you to do something, right? So you better do something. When the guy pays you and is donating to you and is egging you on all the time to do stuff, you better go out there and do stuff, you know? And poor DOA, he's like a broken man. He's got mental health issues like you wouldn't believe. In fact, he even does a stream saying mental health, you know? And people are on there, oh, your mental health. Oh, you better cool down a little bit. You better not do what you're doing. You better relax a little bit. You better go out and take a break from everything you're doing there because your mental health is really badly being affected, right? Yeah, who's in charge of that? Himself. He's doing it to himself. He's out there yelling at, okay, and this is the other thing. He's mad because people are saying that he's megaphoning little old ladies, okay? Is that this is what DOA's channel has digressed to megaphoning little old ladies. Have you seen him do this? Right? Have you seen DOA? DOA, this is you. This is DOA. This is what DOA would say. Hey, little old lady, what are you doing here at the Scientology? What are you doing? Are you out here eating lunch? What? Are you at the blue building outside here eating lunch? Little old lady, you don't deserve to be here. Get out of here. Oh, there's a security guard. Oh, security guard. Oh, look it. Are you listening to that security guard telling you what to do, little old lady? Little old lady, is that security guard telling you to move inside because I'm in here bullhorning you? What's the matter with you, little old lady? Security guard, you're an asshole too. Yeah. All of you are a bunch of assholes. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know anything about this. You're all carrying briefcases, and you're auditing children, and you're all just a bunch of assholes, okay? And my name's DOA. Yeah, okay. You know what? DOA, you think you're the only one in the world that can do that kind of shit. You're wrong. Anybody can do what you're doing. But you know what? Other people are smarter. They don't want to end up in jail, okay? They don't want to end up in jail. That's the difference, okay? I can do that kind of shit. I've been out there, standing out there. You know what? I've been out there on the line with Antifa on the other side of the line, yelling with my bullhorn at Antifa, okay? At a big line of Antifa scumbags, okay? Like, to me, that is difficult, okay? Yelling at a bunch of little old ladies at the Blue Building, come on. Is that difficult? That's not difficult to do at all. Anybody can do that. You don't have any kind of a gig. All you're doing is just making yourself look stupid, and you've got a bunch of people around you that are donating to you and egging you on to keep on doing it. You know, it's the donators that are keeping you doing what you're doing. And they've got you, and you've got yourself into a gig where you're tied into that, okay? And you got to be out there with the bullhorn yelling at people for the donations to come in. And you know what? And when you get swatted, wow, the donations really pile in then, right? And you know what? You know why you have 500 people watching your channel? You want to know why? You've got 500 people watching you, waiting to see you get swatted. That's why you've got 500 people watching you. And of course, I don't have to tell you that. You know that, right? Because just watch your numbers, you know. You'll have X number of people watching you there, and then as soon as the cops are rolling up, boom, everyone shoots out the messages on X and whatever, and everyone runs over to YouTube and starts watching you get swatted, right? And that's it. Okay, let's hear from the chat. I'm just going to get out of here for a second, and I'll bring the chat on here. You guys can talk.
Mama Red.
Good babies, Betty.
Pam from customer service.
He going to cry off camera.
Phoenix Tide.
People that don't want freedom are ignorant or are the tyrant controlling your media.
Dory hand pointing left Wizzy and Nut Simp.
Betty, I think so too.
Mo.
Bullhorning in the studio is the new pushback.
Mama Red.
Well put on DOA, haha.
Betty White.
Does he now realize why people watch Queen It?
Edward Cam.
This ISNT doing it, Tommy, go back to mod drama.
Betty White.
Mom Red, they are so sweet.
Betty White.
Dory, it's somewhat unsettling to watch.
Phoenix Tide.
Betty White, exactly.
Pam from customer service.
Do a puppet show, Tommy.
Colette.
Gee, it's quiet in here.
Okay, we're back. Okay, so the situation is now, from what I'm hearing, DOA is kind of away from the Celebrity Center and whatever in Los Angeles, gone to some other location. But yeah, let's talk about what's happening with DOA in the whole situation there. It appears like DOA is not getting along with hardly anyone there. Okay, like he's not getting along with Jessica, not getting along with Streets, not getting along with Danny, not getting along with Aaron. It's like he doesn't get along with anybody. Who is actually DOA's friend? The only friends that DOA has, apparently, they're not streamers, because he actually, with anybody that's an actual streamer, he gets in a fight with and ends up being an enemy of, right? So the only real friends that DOA appears to have are the people that are in his chat, the people that are surrounding him and donating to him and egging him on to keep doing stuff. Dashing Grandma says, I think Lara dumped him. Lara FM. Not sure. I don't have anything negative to say about Laura FM. That's his girlfriend, or he was going out with her girlfriend. You think that maybe she dumped him? I don't know. I know that he's not around her. I haven't heard him and her together in a little while, and he's off by himself there, it seems. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there with him and Laura. But he's gotten into fights with Aaron. Now, if you understand what's happening out there, you've got Scientology, right? Scientology is the religion out there. And you've got some people that used to be in Scientology that developed this thing called SPTV, which is like a group that is against Scientology. And of course, Ant comes in there. And, by the time he's done with the whole thing, he's pissed off Aaron, who's in charge of SPTV, which is kind of the group that's against Scientology, right? So Ant is basically throwing a wrench into the whole works there and pissed off everyone, right? To the point that he's being shunned by almost everyone there. And the only people that really has around him are the people in his chat that are, they're going, yeah, great, Ant, great. You're doing a good job. You're doing great. But meanwhile, everyone else is going, no, Ant, you're destroying the community. We don't want you around here. Get the hell out of here. Go away. And that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, I've been across the line with Antifa. Absolutely. In fact, I know Antifa here are they know exactly who I am. Whatever. Like I'm able to off the picket line, able to have a conversation with them. You know what I mean? So whatever. They're not like black bloc out to kill you. They'll steal my baseball cap. In fact, Antifa stole my baseball cap one time, and the cops took him down on the ground there and wanted to arrest him, but I didn't press charges on him. Yeah. So anyways, you got that stuff. So yeah. So I don't know. I just kind of a little bit perturbed with DOA that, okay, this is the other thing that DOA does. Okay. And that you do this to me. DOA, I don't have anything against you in particular. Okay. You're a streamer. You're doing your thing. I restream everybody and anybody. Okay, fine. Okay. But you're saying I come over into DOA's chat, okay, and I have, you know what? For the past 4 years, I haven't said anything in DOA's chat. I haven't typed in DOA's chat. I've been quiet, okay? I don't want to stir the boat. I don't want to get people pissed off, whatever. So for the last 3-4 years, I haven't even said boo in DOA's chat, okay? And in fact, in his main channel, his DOA channel, I have been banned in his chat for 4 years. Okay, he banned me for 4 years ago. Okay, or whenever. Okay, so I haven't been able to say anything in his DOA chat, but I wasn't banned in his other chat. Streamer Wars or one of those channels there. So the other day I went in there and all I said was hi. That's all he said was hi, and he goes, "Oh, Tommy Temper, I don't like you, and I don't like the people that are in your chat, and I'm going to ban you because I don't like who's in your chat." And I'm thinking, whoa, who doesn't he like that's in my chat? I have lots of people in my chat, and how many people am I going to have to ban in my chat for you to like me? So I put up a community post there saying, hey, DOA, who is it that you don't like in my chat? Who do I need to ban from my chat so that you'll be my friend again, okay? I always was your friend. I never was your enemy, and I'm not your enemy. I'm not. But, you're like, it's like you go, well, Tommy Temper, and I remember you said this. You said, Tommy Temper, you've got people that are in your chat that are friends with a pedo. Well, yeah, that's not good. I don't like pedos, that's for sure. But if somebody's a friend with a pedo or of a pedo, that's like one person apart from the pedo. You know what I mean? One degree of separation. So what? Just because somebody knows somebody else that's a bad guy, that makes me a bad guy? That's not how it works, DOA. You're the worst for guilty by association, right? That you think that I'm guilty because I'm just a restreamer and I'm restreaming some guy that has a friend that's a bad guy. That's how far it goes. And like, it's just so stupid. It's just so petty. It's so petty for you to do stuff like that. It's like, oh, you know somebody that knows a pedo, so I don't like you. Oh, geez, that's so stupid. Yeah, my wife cannot wait for DOA to unban me. Yeah, exactly. And then she she doesn't have to listen to this bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'll unban JFK and he'll like me again. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's how it works. But if I was mean in your chat, DOA, if I was actually mean in your chat and I was saying stuff like, DOA, you're an asshole, or whatever, I could see you banning me. But I never, ever, ever said anything bad in your chat, DOA. I'm just a simple guy out here having fun on the internet, promoting other channels. Typically what I do is I promote other channels, right? All the time. You come over to my channel, you type link in my chat, it drops your link, or one of our mods drop your link. We promote these channels and we show what they're doing out there in the world. We have fun with you having fun, and we have fun. Everyone has fun. But when you ban someone, like me in particular, well, you piss me off, right? And you piss me off, and I like you as a streamer, DOA. And I've said this in fact, X came in my stream there and said, Tommy, I thought you liked DOA. What are you doing posting crap like this? It looks like you don't like DOA. Yeah, I don't like what DOA has done to me. I don't like that DOA is saying stuff about me that he thinks that I have something to do with a pedo, and I got nothing to do with a pedo. Like, that's bullshit. For you to smear, like what you're doing, DOA, when you say, Tommy, I don't like you because you restream somebody that liked a pedo. You know what you're doing? You're smearing me by saying that, okay? So you're worried about people smearing you and smearing your reputation for the crap that you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing to people, right? Well, and I know we've got a lot of DOA supporters in here, which is good. Hey, if you're a supporter of DOA, good. Show it in the chat. Say, I like DOA. Give us a one in there if you like DOA, something like that. I don't have a problem with watching DOA. To me, he's content. He's entertainment. So again, DOA, number one, is a YouTuber, okay? He's a YouTuber. And what does a YouTuber do? Number two, creates content. Why does he create content? He creates content to entertain you. And when you get entertained, then what you do is you donate, right? That's how it worked. You donate to people because you're entertained. They're entertaining you. And you go, wow, that's great. Mary Beth, wipe your mouth. Yeah, exactly. I'll wipe my mouth. The BS is running right out. Okay, so I don't know what you mean by BS. Is the BS in the sense that I'm talking good about DOA, or is the BS in the sense that I'm talking bad about DOA? I don't know. Is this gonna have any difference to me in my life? No, of course not. And why am I even coming out here with the stream? The only reason I'm bringing the stream out here is because he just recently banned me from his chat. That's the only reason, right? If he wouldn't have banned me from his chat, I wouldn't even be talking about DOA, right? But I would like to be his friend. I would like to communicate in his chat. I would like to say things to him. I would like for him to be able to say things to me. I don't arbitrarily just ban people and then say you're a piece of shit and I'm never going to talk about you ever again and you're just a bad person and blah blah blah. No. I take DOA as being a streamer. He's a guy with a channel. I like to watch other streamers. I like to see what they're doing. He's a content creator and he has entertainment. The things that I don't like about him, of course, are the fact that he yells with his he bullhorns the little old ladies, right? I don't like that. And some of the stuff that he yells at people is just despicable, right? Not good. Are my feelings hurt? No, my feelings are not hurt at all. Not at all. DOA has not hurt my feelings at all. You guys know that. I'm just a guy, a podcaster here, a guy that's talking about this situation, and I'm kind of feeling sorry for DOA because you know what? He's kind of the master of his own demise, and where he is right now, he's being kind of shunned from that whole Scientology community there, and he's on the run, taking it away, and he's going, well, I have to reevaluate what I'm doing. I have to really reevaluate my head. I have to check out my mental capacity and see where I'm at here right now, because maybe this might not be the best direction for me and my channel to be going, right? How about that? Maybe that's what's going on there. Maybe he's gotta have a new direction in life, right? Like Queenie. Remember Queenie? Queenie was out there shit talking to everybody, bitch talking, whatever, calling people pedos and stuff like that. And all of a sudden now, look at complete change around, right? Why, I don't know. But people do change. People do end up doing different things and supposedly becoming a better person or whatever. But the thing is that Ant has found his niche in life, and his niche in life is to be a, quote, professional protester. And that term, professional protester, YouTuber, that's his job. Professional protester, YouTuber, grifter, whatever you want to call him. Hey, don't feel bad about the term grifter. You're a grifter, Ant, to the same degree that I'm a grifter. Okay, I have a YouTube channel. I'm a grifter. If somebody donates to me, you can call me a grifter. Okay, so by rights, I can call you a grifter because you're out there grifting, right? You've got your content. You're yelling at people with the bullhorn, expecting people to donate to you. Okay, you're not out there with the bullhorn yelling at people for nothing. You expect people to donate to you. Right? That's why you're doing it. Like, people aren't stupid. They understand that. Well, maybe some of the people in your chat don't understand that, right? And they're just donating to you to egg you on and keep you going. And of course, that's their entertainment. They're donating to you because they want more of the same entertainment. They love it. They love to see you getting swatted. They love to see you bullhorning little old ladies, and they'll donate to you all day long because that's their entertainment. They love the entertainment that you've decided to provide them, right? There you go. Oh, let's see the chat in there. Discombobulated confiscation. Tommy, don't lie. Yeah. What? Don't lie about what? You have a serious man crush on DOA, and you can't stand that he doesn't want you in his chat. He never has wanted me in his chat. He has blocked me for 4 years in his chat. He blocked me for 4 years. So, I haven't been able to chat in DOA's chat for 4 years. So, honestly, but he banned me just the other day in his other chat. So don't worry about it. I haven't been able to chat for 4 years in his chat. So it's not like he just banned me and I can't chat today. But he did just ban me in his other channel, which of course I never chatted in any of his channels there. But just the other day I saw, hey, oh look, I can chat in his one channel here. So, but then he blocked me right away. So there you go. Yeah. So I don't know. Let's bring up the why do you obsess over DOA? Scumdog asks. I don't because you guys hear me streaming here lots of times, and how often do I ever talk about DOA? Practically never, right? So I don't obsess over DOA at all. I rarely talk about DOA. I just simply decided to do a stream here because he blocked me when I went over there and tried to say hi to him, and then he blocked me. So I'm just pointing out that it's pretty hypocritical of a DOA type person to be being so open, so inclusive, wears the gay headband, right? Being so inclusive. He's such an inclusive person of all the LGBTQ community and everything else, but yet poor little Tommy Temper can't even say hi in his chat because I happen to have somebody in my chat that he doesn't like. Like, come on. And that is so freaking petty. It is unbelievable. Absolutely petty. Yeah. The community post says it all. Just read the post. The post says it all. So there you go. Al Munson. Now Tommy, cucking to Ant like Wizzy. Yeah, exactly. No, it's funny. I think that Ant is he's doing his own thing. But I just wanted to talk about it because, Ant, you know who I am. Ant, hopefully you see this and you reconsider. Number one, I'm not going to ban everyone in my chat just so I can be in your chat. You know that, right? But for you to say that you're blocking me from your chat because you don't like some of the people that are in my chat, that is very, very petty. That is ridiculous. That is absurd. That is crazy. And what's the matter with you? Like, for you to say that, it's like you may as well not have any friends at all, because I'm pretty sure that almost everyone in your chat has some kind of a friend somewhere that you don't like, But the problem is you don't like so many people out there that I'm going to have to boot everyone from my chat. You know what I'll do? Ant, what do I need to do? Do I need to turn off my chat? You want me to turn off my chat so I don't have any chat anymore, so that I can make sure that I don't have anyone in my chat that you don't like? Right? So, Ant, are you telling me what to do? Are you telling me that I should delete people from my chat that you don't like, and then you'll be my friend? Is that what it takes to be your friend? Come on. You're probably never going to be my friend. But you know what? I don't hold grudges against people forever, okay? And even people that have really stabbed me in the back, basically stolen money from me or whatever, not paid me back on loans or whatever, I'm still their friends. I like to be friends with everybody. Even you, Ant, I'll be your friend, right? But you're the one that's the enemy. You're the one that makes everyone an enemy of yourself, right? You see that. You do that. Look at how many people, and you've listed them off yourself. You go, whoa, Streets, oh, Aaron, and you list off about 10 other streamers there that you don't like. Why don't you like them? Because you become at odds with them, right? Because of the way that you are, and you do that with everyone. Everyone. Look at how many other streamers, when you left the 1776, the convoy there, okay, how many other streamers were you friends with when you left that? And there were literally hundreds of streamers. How many of those streamers were your friend after that? None. None. You don't have any friends that are streamers that are connected with the convoy because you alienated everybody. Everybody. You turned on everybody. You called everyone pedos and all the rest of it. And you know what? You went hightailing out of there, and even with restraining orders against you. Like, that's how bad, okay? What happens is you get involved in something, you screw it up so bad that people end up putting restraining orders against you, and then you end up hightailing it out of there, looking for the next convoy or the next Scientology or the next, who knows what the next thing will be, right? And you're only into Scientology for the bucks, right? There's money there, right? You're following the money. Follow the money. That's what it's all about, okay? And you're sitting in the middle of a frickin' hill or something there, looking at the snow. What's the next thing going to be? I guess we'll see what's going to happen. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what's going to happen. But anyways, why don't you come on my panel here? DOA, come on my panel. I'll drop a link here. Come on my panel so you can come on up here and talk to us, okay? Somebody go over to DOA there, give him a text message or something, and tell him that he is invited up on my panel here to talk to me about this, just to see exactly what he thinks about this. See if I'm right or wrong or whatever. He can call me an asshole or whatever. I don't care. But DOA, you're able to come up here on the panel, okay? So come on up on the panel so we can hear what you have to say. Would be a good thing. And hang on here. Let me just go to my live here and pin that. I got to pin that to the top here. Stand by. Ooh, that wasn't a good picture of me for that thumbnail. Go to my live. Had my eyes closed. Okay, let me pin that up here. Pin that message. Okay, let's bring some chat up here again. Here's the chatters, and we'll just hear what you have to say. Chat. Type in a little bit more this time, though, so we can hear what you have to say. Let me just bring this chat up here. Here we go.
Dear Southern Hunter dear.
Mom Red.
Hit that like button.
Discombobulated confustication.
I find it hilarious that Tommy actually thinks that Scotty I is taking the time to watch this pathetic little live.
He will. He will. Scotty will watch this.
Edward Cam.
You should just start sacrificing chatters until DOA unblocks you, Tommy.
Mama Red.
SHGTSY.
Charlie Cheswick.
Yo, Tommy, you sounding as thirsty as RV Ballbag.
Relax, Charlie.
Scumdog.
I'm not thirsty.
LOL.
Discombobulated confustication.
What makes you think that you're so important that Scotty will watch this?
Dear Southern Hunter Deer.
Because
Red
someone
Bomber.
like you will tell him about it.
Bob Cox.
That's why.
Limp Wick in the house.
Edward Cam.
Process of elimination. You'll eventually block the right people and DOA will unblock you.
Yeah, is that what I have to do? Come on.
Charlie Cheswick.
Broke as Bob Cox in the house.
Bob Cox.
LOL.
Leo Robustelli.
Hey, Tommy Temper.
Scumdog.
Dan, he really hurt you.
Edward Cam.
Or do a ballbag by blocking your whole chat and then rest reaming over on Rumble.
Charlie Cheswick.
Bob, who you like for the Super Bowl, ya bum.
Discombobulated confustication.
I'm not going to tell him anything. I'm blocked in his channels and I consider as him
Come on
doing
up,
me a
DOA.
favor for blocking me.
Hit that link. Someone go tell DOA that he's being paged over on Tommy Tempers here.
Betty White.
Hey Charlie, I can spell eagles. Watch me. Saints suck. See, I can be mayor.
Edward Cam.
Is Taylor Swift going to the Super Bowl again?
Bob Cox.
Shit, Charlie Eagles.
Leo Robustelli.
LOL.
Leo Robustelli.
The Eagles are going to win.
Betty White.
Cam 3 million for a suite.
Charlie Cheswick.
Betty, yes, she can't spell eagles is bad. LOL.
Betty White.
Charlie, she was excited.
Edward Cam.
Goddamn.
See, look at DOA.
Charlie
There's nobody
Cheswick.
talking badly
Let's hope
about
the
you at
birds
all
don't
in the
need
chat.
1-5 on the line, yo.
Who's being so negative towards you in the chat? Nobody.
Dear Southern Hunter Deer.
Hey Betty White, even though I can't see ya.
Dear Southern Hunter Deer.
No one cares about DOA.
Charlie Cheswick.
Tommy, I don't see Grifter as Anton here.
Bob Cox. Red Mama.
May.
Red Mama.
I meant yay lol.
Viking Colonel Marjo.
Hello Bob Cox and everyone.
Charlie Cheswick.
DOA is a has-been who giving two shits about that dude.
Hey, Marjo. Good to see you.
Red Mama.
Marjo.
Deb's Crazy Daily.
Hello Viking Colonel Marjo.
Dear Southern Hunter Dear.
Marjo.
D. Hibiscus Cherry Blossom.
Tommy, please give Leo some points.
What's that? Leo needs some
Correct.
points?
Yikes, I fell off the
Hang on.
internet. I know everyone is glad to see me back.
Leo Robustelli.
THXD.
Deb's Crazy Daily.
Hello D.
Crafting and Coffee with Kelly.
Hello Tommy and chat. I hope everyone is having a good day.
Kelly, good to
Red
see you.
Mama.
We missed you, Colette.
Red Mama.
Hey Kelly.
Colette.
Red Mama.
D. Hibiscus Cherry Blossom.
Debs https youtube.com deep Jeffrey SIPN 10 ox straight L min L1V.
Troy.
Drunks yelling at each other on panel is more entertaining than talking about DOA IMO.
Colette.
Hey there, crafting and coffee with Kelly.
Edward Cam.
That's what I'm talking about, Troy.
Red Mama.
I like the red blackbird house.
D. Hibiscus Cherry Blossom.
Crafting W Kelly https youtube.com Kelly OA Rock 4033 SIVSGI8 BBSBKF.
Crafting and Coffee with Kelly.
Hello Red Moma.
Betty White.
Hell yeah.
Troy.
LOL.
Red Mama.
LOL Troy.
I can't find Leo. I was looking for Leo in
Crafting
the back
and
end
Coffee
there.
with Kelly.
Couldn't find
Hey
him.
Colette, how have you been?
Kelly,
Door
see you
Knocker.
there.
Troy, you changed
Red Mama in
LOL.
there.
Betty
Leo.
White.
Especially when they accuse me of murder.
That's not good. Yeah, I know. Well, I heard, you
Red
know,
Mama.
I heard about that.
Hi, Door
It's
Knocker.
the murder thing with
Troy.
Riddle,
Door knocker.
which,
The
you know,
Wood Files.
you either
Morning,
you either
people.
killed someone or you didn't. You can't say somebody murdered somebody if they didn't murder someone. Kind of ridiculous. Oh, what's that truck out there?
Edward Cam.
There's a big
I
truck
need
out
someone
there.
to cut
I
out
think
the
it's
dead air from Balbig S.
the police,
last
and it's
night,
a
reducing
battering
down
ram
90
truck.
to just him dirty
They're-
talking with me.
trying to batter my front door down.
Confuscation.
Troy,
Oh,
I
no.
agree this is all pathetic. I'm waiting to see Tommy break down and cry like a baby when he realizes that Scotty ISNT going come here and take a
Leo Robustelli.
THX Tommy.
Dear Southern Hunter Dear.
Hey door knocker.
Colette.
Arbor
What
Tech.
kind of food is in a bird feeder looks like chicken nuggets?
Kurt Manley.
Tech truck.
Most sad ass carpet is more enjoyable than ant.
Queenie.
Red Mama.
Power truck LOL.
It's a new
Betty
Queenie
White.
in the chat. The brand
Troy
new,
going to the
rejuvenated
city for some
Queenie.
Super Bowl fun.
Troy.
Yes, Scott ass not gonna panel up, no doubt about it.
Queen It.
Tansy Sago everyone.
Troy.
Betty probably not.
Edward Cam.
CHLD of Sir Queenie in the house.
Red Mama.
Are you still nice Queenie?
Cadamus Rex.
Ah, the great matriarch.
Troy.
I don't care for either team.
Charlie Cheswick.
Stinky Q in the house.
Betty White.
No, Tommy, your friend Daisy said on your panel that I killed my husband. You heard her.
Deb's Crazy Daily.
Bird feeders look like veggies.
Discombobulated Confustication.
People don't change. Queenie is still the same slime that she has always been.
Dory hand pointing left Wizzy and Nut Simp.
Tommy, why did you allow Daisy on your panel even after she accused Betty of murder?
Red Mama.
LOL, it does Debs LOL.
Door Knocker.
Betty, I was hoping Troy would go. He would take his phone and get some pics for us LOL.
Colette.
I am well, Kelly, thank you so much for asking. Hope you and yours are well too. Love crafting and coffee with Kelly.
Betty White.
Troy, I hope they both lose but they have some fun lined up.
Deb's Crazy Daily.
Hello Red Mama.
Troy.
Betty, did you see where an 18-wheeler went over the twin span yesterday?
Betty White.
Troy, yes, scary.
Colette.
Hey Door Knocker and Dory Wizzy and Nut Simp.
Dachshund Grandma Israeli.
Troy, that was crazy scary.
Troy.
Wild and pretty sure the driver survived.
Troy.
DG, absolutely.
Crafting and Coffee with Kelly.
Colette, I am doing well. I am glad you are doing well as well.
Deb's Crazy Daily.
Tommy, the background music sounds like a marching band.
Door Knocker.
Murder what Betty said ISNT, so some people just never learn. Stop the hate 2025.
Troy.
Had traffic backed up all the way to the state line.
Door Knocker.
Colette, hey.
Queen It.
Maxime, just real mad of my title cuz I still smell rotten tuna.
Colette.
Crafting and Coffee with Kelly.
Door Knocker.
Southern Hunter, hey.
Betty White.
Damn, that ass a long ways.
Edward Cam.
Queen Ramana Digilo gave herself a title too.
Troy.
My son was stuck in that traffic for several hours.
Yulun.
Tommy had diarrhea.
Dory hand pointing left Wizzy and Nut Simp.
Fuck, why alls stop the fake, stop the hate bullshit.
Edward Cam.
Matriarch of water is better than matriarch of your nuclear family. You can't kick water in the head for eating your donuts.
Okay, we came back. Where am I? I am right about here. Fade us right in there. Okay. Well, where's Ant? I don't see anybody in the back door here, back green room here, wanting to come in here. Did nobody get a hold of Ant? Where's that Ant supporter that was in the chat? What's his name there? The guy with the weird name that I don't even want to try and pronounce. I'll be like Ant. Oh, I need a dictionary.
Hi all.
I need a dictionary to say that word. Oh, but there's some Ant supporter in here. Well, yeah, I don't care if you're an Ant supporter. If you're an Ant supporter, that's actually a good thing. We want to hear from Ant supporters. And
you want Ant in your back door.
Everyone else that's apparently
Yulun.
an Ant hater that's in my
left.
chat. No, but okay. Okay.
Betty White.
Okay, this is why
6
people
a.m.
do
hot
this,
donuts.
okay? We do this kind of shit to get, like, I bash him, he bashes me, we bash each other. We do it for YouTube because it's a thing that you do on YouTube,
Just
right?
joined.
And, honestly, that's the only reason that I'm even doing this, right?
I've got
it's
that
just,
ready to go. Tommy,
I
give
could have
me
put
a
up
wrench
something
so I
that
can
says
get the
news, right?
Mitchell Media.
Hope everyone's well.
So we're
Ewan.
just,
Mike Poole
I'm not really
came down.
bashing Ant, but I'm just bringing up this
Shoutouts.
thing that everyone's talking about
For
Ant.
what
So,
benefit?
because everyone else is talking about Ant, we'll talk about him. How about that? It's Shoutouts Media. Hey, good to see you. In the house, Mitch Shator. Is it Mitch
Dory
Shator
hand
Media?
pointing left Wizzy
And you
and
just-
not simp.
Tommy wants
downsize your
DOA in
name
his backdoor hand orange covering eyes.
right here. I do believe.
Charlie Cheswick.
Wow, just wow, Tommy, it makes you look like a dick rider, dude.
Charlie Cheswick. Yeah, but this is YouTube. Come on. Like, come on. Do you guys not understand what YouTube is? YouTube is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's like people trying to act like they're serving up the news when it's all bullshit, and it's like memes and, X crap and whatever. You got people out there trying to be protesters and trying to
and I'm not
save the
self-appointed, but I'll
world.
share my videos of clan mother
It's
Nancy and then talk or BS.
It's like, is Ant trying to, what are you trying to save the world? Tell me, Ant, what are you doing? Of what you're doing, who are you trying to save? And he goes, oh, I'm trying to save the children. It's always about trying to, lowest common denominator. The poor children.
Scum dog.
It's about the children.
If it's all BS, then you shouldn't be so genuinely upset.
It's always about the
Mitchell
children.
Media.
I've been watching RFK at the Senate confirmation hearing for HHS. The BS they are still going with to make him look bad.
Let me tell you
Charlie
something
Cheswick.
about being
Are you
alive.
going to make lame AI music like RV Balbeg?
Oh, man, I hate
Stop
when he
fools.
plays that music. Don't play that
It's a fantasy land for people that don't get
AI
out in the
music
real
all day
world.
long. Okay,
Betty White.
Indeed, scummy.
Edward Cam.
yeah, don't play
Christ,
AI
Charlie,
music.
that music.
Cadamus Rex.
Play my kind of music, reggae.
PIS bad midget or
Here in the
media,
background.
LOL.
Edward Cam.
6 versions of the same
Six
song.
versions of the same
Well,
song.
I know. Yeah, listen to this. It's like this. I've got it here too. I'll play it for you.
Queen
Here.
it.
Here's the AI.
Plus, Tommy, it is all
Here's the
about
Tommy
children.
Temper
You
AI.
must know
Listen
that.
to this. Doesn't this sound
Charlie
just like
Cheswick.
RV's song? Listen.
That music is the worst, Cam, LOL.
Have you ever heard this song?
Tommy Temper runs the show.
Listen to the audio, the lyrics. It's all the same crap. Just different
Dory
words.
hand pointing
Same
left
song,
Wizzy and not
same
simp.
singers, same voice.
If it all was BS, all wouldn't he
Okay,
repeat
you got
the
that
same
version?
roast shit every day for 4YRS.
You can amp it up a little
Mitchell
bit, but
Media.
still, same.
Cannabis Rex, yes, some good, some bad. It's tough, not my country, but here we always follow lead with US.
Edward Cam.
Queen, to keep your mods away from
Okay,
kids if you
or
want to protect
better yet,
children.
Edward Cam.
Like this one you've heard
Only nation needs
everywhere
to
on the
leave
internet.
Children alone.
D. Hibiscus Cherry Blossom.
RVAI music sounds lie.
Okay, the best one I think is this
Betty
one
White.
though. Listen,
Cam,
I like
seems
this
to
one.
think all
It's got a more
female
rappy,
want to
more
have sex
modern,
with him.
modernize
I
it.
am going to end
Ask yourself the
not.
question why. Conspiracy theories swirl round. Trolls are everywhere they
Queen stands for
abound.
nothing.
Queen it.
I like
Scam, it's
that
you
part.
and your kind that I'm keeping safe from, know that.
Okay, so DOA, hit that link. Come on up here. We can talk to you.
Edward
See what your
Cam.
thoughts are about me. Because I
Like
really
Betty,
would
they
like
are
to
all
know. You
scams
never
and
talk
whores that
about
want
me
to
at all.
use
All you say is just,
D. Hibiscus
I don't
Cherry
like you
Blossom.
because you're friends with
Music,
someone
Ninja
that's a
Turtles
pedo.
music.
And I'm, and who the hell that is, I don't know. But I think that's, and,
D. Hibiscus Cherry
put it this
Blossom.
way. I don't like pedos either.
Teenage.
And,
Cadamus
but,
Rex.
I don't
How
make
many
that
kids
part of
have
my
you saved, Queenie?
vocabulary. Okay, the word
Edward
pedo
Cam.
and those people and whatever.
Queen
It's
John
just, I got
Zerly was a
nothing to
mod
do
for
with
FemiOS
nothing.
until he got kicked out for creeping on underage girls. Now he s your mod.
APS Cat.
What about Mush and LC being in the groomer crew? They were buddy-buddy on Panel Talks at Pat.
Cadamus Rex.
How come you're not picketing outside of Walmart's? Aren't they all in the basements?
Dachshund Grandma Israeli.
DOA doesn't care about anyone.
Queen it.
Now let's talk about
Scam and the
DOA.
crew are
Keep the
pedos
chat.
and keep
Say
them
something
away.
about DOA. Think in your head. What do you know about DOA? What do you
Miss
think
Angie
about
Shrug.
DOA? What are your thoughts on DOA? Do you like DOA? Do you not like him? Should he change his apparatus? Do something
Edward
else?
Cam.
Where should he go?
How much for twerking
He wants to
Queen
know.
and what was
He
someone
wants to
going
make a
give
change
that
in his
underage
life.
person to
He
twerk?
feels like he's being ostracized by everyone, which of course you are, and
Cadamus
everyone
Rex.
is throwing you under the bus.
don't
and
watch DOA,
hey,
don't give a shit.
when people are swatting you all the time, what does that tell you?
Scum Dog.
You know, it's
I
like
don't care.
hint.
Red Mama.
Give you a hint.
LOL, I think people know my stance. LOL.
And I feel sorry that people are doing that. I don't know how the hell you can keep all that
Master
emotion within
Troller.
you. When you get swatted
DOA
or a
needs
big
to
thing like
retire.
that happens with the police,
Sup Fultz.
man, that freaks the
DOA
hell
and
right out of
Queen
you.
should make they could produce more
Scares the shit right out of you
Peachy Chaos.
every time.
should
And
go
how many
back to
times have you
being
been
a tour
swatted?
guide of
Like, enough is
waterfalls.
enough. Quit it.
Door
Oh,
Knocker.
you know what you're doing?
DOA
You're
needs
you
some
know,
Queen
like I heard
faucet
you.
in a haircut.
This is a good one. Like, I know that you don't like DOA. I know that you don't like let's see, what's his name there? You don't like a lot of the streamers out there, put it that way. And because you don't like a lot of the streamers out there, it's putting a lot of stress on you. You know? It's like you have so much stress from everything that everybody is doing and saying about you. And it's like a giant cloud over top of you. I don't know how you can solve the problem. The problem is self-induced, because you're in charge of yourself. And like I've said before, you're kind of the master of your own destiny, and what you do affects how your well-being is, And like me, I don't have a lot of haters. I don't have a lot of people that hate me or don't like me, really, honestly. And I don't have a lot of channels or channel owners that hate me or that I hate, okay, or don't like. In fact, I can't think of any, like who doesn't like me, other than there are a couple of people that try and dox me out there on the internet. And of course, I don't like them. But other than that, there aren't people out there that I dislike or that dislike me. So I think DOA that when you're banning, like I would like to see your gas tank to see how many people are in your tank that you banned in your channels. Like I would like to see that because, I think I might have maybe 10 people in mine that are like that have doxed, like actually doxed in my chat. So that's why they get a ban, right? But you just ban someone because they come in your chat and go hi and you go, I don't like that guy. Ban. I don't like I've seen you ban so many people in your chat. Like that's all you do all day long. But you still have, 500 people watching you. Of course, a lot of those people that are watching you are the people that you have banned, right? And you still have people like David B that is stupid enough to donate to you and keep you going, which, hey, what can I say? David B, big thumbs up to you for supporting Ant there. I hear what you say. I know, a lot of what you say is true, and some of the things that Ant does are good. But, some of the things that Ant does are bad. Bullhorn old ladies, for example. So at what point do you say someone is so bad that you, go, okay, that's enough. I've had enough of them. Well, nothing that you're really doing, Ant, is, gotten to that point. Or maybe it has with some people, right? Maybe it has. Me, I'm into like dark humor, the dark humor stuff, where people say stuff just to joke, whatever, and whatever. But anyways, Ant, you're a great performer. You're an actor. You're a comedian. Okay, so remember I was saying Ant, number one YouTube channel, right? Number one, he's got a YouTube channel, and that's what his number one business is a YouTube channel. What do you need? You need the content. You need content for your channel. So in order to bring that content, you have to be an actor to some degree, right? Because people that are actors and act in front of the camera get more donations, right? Bring more money to the channel. So the better the actor that you are, the more the donations are. Like me, I'm a shitty actor. I'm a terrible actor. Look at how many donations that I've gotten on the stream here so far, right? I'm such a shitty actor. It's unbelievable. But you, Ant, come on. You put on the crown. You put on the red robe. You put on the, like here. In order to get what do I need to do? Son of a bitch, Ant. What do I need to do? Do I need to put on the red glasses to get a donation, become more of an actor? Hey, what do you think now? Is this better? Come on. Of course, I know you don't effectively, effectively ask people for money, but you're doing such a great job as a showman that the cash is just rolling in there. But you're a great actor. You are. People may hate you for what you do, but I am saying, give you a thumbs up on that one, that you are a great actor. You like to go out there in front of people, in front of the camera, and you're a showman, Let's say it the way it is, call it what it is, And you've got the channel, you're the showman on the channel, and of course a showman has to have some gigs, right? You can't do nothing. So, at first you were like the media is the virus painted all over your van, and it was the media that you were pissed off at, right? And then it was you found out that someone was a pedo that was a friend of someone at the convoy. So all of a sudden it was like, wow, that's a big one. Let's protest that thing. So it was Ant against the pedo at the convoy. Then it was you found out some guy didn't have a road to his property, so you're over camped out on his property. That's where you got the cops got the no trespass thing. They were looking for you, and you were hiding from the cops. Come on, Ant. Come on. Like, people think that you're a tough guy, but you're not a tough guy. That's the other thing, right? If everyone knows anything about you, you're like running. You're always running. Run, 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 run. How many times have you heard people in the chat, type run, run, run? Like there you were running from the cops. They came to the house to serve you with a no trespass, and you're hiding in the house. You didn't want to come to the cops, right? Am I right or wrong with that? Does anyone remember that whole thing? Somebody, Dadant, just did a video on that there that I just saw, or put that in the video there. Yeah, and that there's something wrong when you have people doing hit pieces on you, and they're doing hit pieces that are not flattering, okay? If the hit pieces that they're doing on you, like the Dant does on you, and I know you hate that, Riddle, the Dant, whoever, Doss, yeah, like you say, probably the same person. I don't know. Do I have anything to do with it? No. Do I see that stuff? Yeah, I'm sub to everyone. I'm sub to everyone. So I see everything out there, a lot of what's going on. So, and a lot of what the Dant posts up there is just plain what you do. Like you don't like that stuff, but it's what you do. It's like your own content that the Dant is posting up there to go look at. What's this guy doing? This is what this guy's doing. This is what this guy said, blah, 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 blah. But it's all the lore of the whole thing, It's all bonus because it's free advertising. And the Dant, you probably don't realize that, but of course, when you do those hit pieces and whatever, he may not like it, but you're actually giving Ant free advertising, I'm giving Ant free advertising right now by this video, okay? Because people are going to maybe do a search for DOA, see that this video is titled DOA, and go, okay, what the hell is he talking about? Yeah, but I try and be truthful about all this shit. But like I said, that in itself is pointing at you being the master of your own destiny. What you do out there, okay, will get copied by people. It'll be rebroadcast. It'll be pieced together. It'll be whatever, put into something to probably make you look bad. People do it to me too. They do it to everyone, right? The way I look at it, of course, is that it is free advertising, right? You probably, if you're a smart YouTube channel guy, which I think you are, Ant, is that you look at it and you'll chuckle at it and you go, yeah, nothing more than free advertising. Okay, cool, and that's good. And everyone, I think everyone with these channels should be rubbing each other's backs and giving each other some promotion and stuff like that, and having fun on the medium. And for you, it's a living, right? So for me, it's not a living, right? I'm not making a living talking on this. This is me having fun here. So I'm having fun doing this broadcast, if you want to call it that. Okay. It's not a money thing, but I know that when you turn on your camera, it's for money because you don't work. That is your job, right? So of course you have to do something that's going to roll the coin in. So that's exactly what you do. And as a showman, I give you a thumbs up. And I would have to say that out of all the people that I've been following for the last 5 years, that you kind of stick out as someone that has figured it out. You know what you're doing, and to a certain degree, you're doing well. You're doing very well in the sense of you're making the money and you're making a living, right? But to the same degree, you're also making some enemies out there. In fact, making an awful lot of enemies out there. Just look at the whole SPTV and the whole crowd out there, and see how many people out of all of them out there that you've kind of interfaced with that are now friends with you or enemies with you. So that's just you. That's just you, right? And you're out there giving it and stuff, but you're doing it for the coin, I know that you say that you're trying to save the kids or whatever, but yeah, I call on that one. Okay. It's like everybody. You're either if you got a job, you got some coin or got whatever. Okay, then what you're doing is could be for fun, could be for money. But if you don't have a job, then what you're doing is for money, and that's the bottom line. So good on Dave B for being the supporter of your channel and for donating so much to you. He loves what you do. Obviously, Dave B is probably the most enamored with what you do. He loves the content, loves the entertainment, and he's entertained by you. But the only thing I can say is, hopefully, by this point in time, yeah, I know I'm giving you a headache there, D. Sorry about that. Hopefully, by this point in time, you'll realize that some of the things you do will get you in trouble with the police. Okay. And know what those things are and try and stay away from the police, right? Because that's what really, really, really gives you a bad time. Okay. Because you don't want to go to jail. And you don't want to be swatted. Because I saw what happened. That one time you had a mental breakdown. You were outside of the cop station or something, and you had a freaking mental breakdown there. Like this, what you're doing is, as a person to person, Ant, you're right. You did a stream there that was called mental health, and what you're doing is absolutely tearing you apart. It is so badly or negatively affecting your health that taking a break might be a great idea, and reassessing your channel and what you're doing and the so-called protesting, and decide whether or not that's a great career path. Because you don't like Bayo, right? And I would beg you to do a little bit of research into Bayo. Okay, Bayo restreams you, and he laughs at you and whatever, and you don't like him, and whatever. The two of you are fighting a bit there, whatever. But do some research on Bayo and see what Bayo used to do, and see what happened to Bayo. Okay, because he used to be out there, in front of the police and stuff like that, and doing all kind of crap, and he ended up paying the price. So where does he do now? He sits at home restreaming other people, right? He doesn't go out there on the front line like you are, right? Because where you are on the front line is where you're most vulnerable to be thrown in jail, mostly. So now, where you're taking a break from everything, might be a good time to reassess your life and your goals and your values. And I understand that you're saying, well, I'm a moralistic person and I have high morals and my morals are higher than yours. And you're like, and you're thinking, Tommy Temper, my morals are higher than yours because you're a restreamer and you restream somebody that is a friend that has a friend that's a pedo. So therefore, I don't like you as a streamer. That get rid of that stupidity. That's just nonsense. That is that's putting you in a place where you're trying to make people guilty by association, which is pathetic. It's like I never do anything like that. Like, okay, it's okay not to like somebody that killed somebody, for example, or somebody that's an actual pedo. Okay, if you don't like that person, fine, but to go to the point that you don't like someone because somebody doesn't like somebody, that somebody doesn't like somebody, somebody doesn't like somebody, how far do you go? I would lay money on it that almost everybody that you're a friend of probably knows somebody that has done something that you don't like. You may as well not like everybody in the whole world, right? Is that what it's all about? I don't know. Anyways, reassess life, goals, and make changes appropriately.
Miss Angie Shrug.
When you hate everybody, you end up W5 PPL in your Discord.
Drew Peanuts.
I've never seen someone work so hard to be Ant's bestie.
Scumdog.
LOL facts.
Shelly G.
Ant in meltdown mode crying manipulating his new crowd.
Scumdog.
Tommy should start drinking, that would make this even funnier.
Sup Fultz.
That's the problem. Many people don't like anyone, including themselves. That's why they lash out at others.
Catamus Rex.
Or they do like themselves and this is entertainment.
Sup Fultz.
Spending your days in a chat gossiping about others is not entertainment.
Scumdog.
But watching others do so is.
K9 Gaming.
Hi everybody.
Hey, K9, good to see you. Okay, we got a guy on a truck out front there, trimming
Peachy
tree
Chaos.
branches.
Hi K9.
That's what's going on there.
Scumdog.
Hiya K9 Gaming.
So we see stuff falling down. That's a tree branch and snow coming off the trees where he's cutting it.
Crafting
above
and
there.
Coffee with Kelly.
Hello K9.
K9 Gaming.
Hi Peachy and Scum.
Phoenix Tide.
Tell Tommy I'm hollering at him.
K9 Gaming.
Hi Kelly.
Phoenix
Scumdog.
died. Hey, good to see you.
P.S. stealing your internet Tommy.
Doing something up there. Trimming a few branches here. Okay, where's Ant?
Catamus Rex.
Did nobody tell Ant that
So why
he's
you
can
here,
come up
sup
on the
fools?
panel? Let's get him up there.
Kurt Manley.
P.S. speaking in Windows.
He is too.
K9
Yeah,
Gaming.
he is. He's actually looking at me
Hi
here
Rex.
through the window. 'Cause I'm looking right now through the same window that you're looking at him. In fact, if I was
Scumdog.
smart, I would adjust his camera
Flash him your pecker Tommy.
so that you can actually see him. There. That's better. Oh!
C8
He
Productions.
hit my bird feeder.
Who is Ant again?
This action outside of the studio.
Scumdog.
Some gay guy.
Yeah,
Peachy Chaos.
he's dressed in.
I liked watching Jerry Springer occasionally but not all day along 24/7.
Orange, yeah, exactly, Peachy.
Catamus Rex.
Hey K9.
It's really chopping there.
C8 Productions.
Well that narrows it down.
Scumdog.
LOL.
Hit that link. Okay, so I finally figured out something for my channel to do, which is the audio part of it, or the music part of it. So, like, number one, do not start up Spotify on my computer. Number two, use artificial intelligence music. CJ, thanks a lot, CJ.
K9 Gaming.
8-month membership.
Hi, CJ.
Big up, CJ. Whoop whoop. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Big supporter of the channel and of a lot of smaller channels out there. CJ, big ups to you there, bro. Coming in from Edmonton. And Scumdog. Hey, thanks
CJ.
a lot.
Hi, K9.
Appreciate that. Scumdog and CJ, big ups. Big ups, everyone. Uh-oh, where did he go? He went way the hell up there. Oh, there he is. He's still in there. I thought I lost him off of this screen. You betcha. Thanks a lot, CJ and Scumdog. Members of the Tommy Temper channel. Big ups to y'all. Appreciate that.
Christopher ATX.
I thought they trimmed the trees not too long ago.
They did, but it was a different deal. What it was is there was
K9
a
Gaming.
tree on the neighbor's
Hi,
property
Christopher.
that needed to be trimmed. This is the city this time, doing the city trees. But it was the neighbor's tree that needed to be trimmed. But this time they're doing the city elm. Those are elm trees up there. And there's a bylaw that you can't trim an elm tree. I think it's something like April to October or something. So all during the summer months, you cannot trim these tree branches because there's this thing called elm
Christopher ATX.
tree disease.
Hello, K9 GTSY.
And apparently it spreads when you cut the trees in the summertime. Apparently. So they don't allow cutting of elm trees in the summertime. Using a handsaw up there. And they got the wood chipper going now. I can hear the wood chipper. Oh, I better stay indoors. Got the wood chipper right outside there.
K9 Gaming.
Did everyone hit the like?
Phoenix Tide.
Apparently Trump is giving 100 billion to Babylon B.
Babylon B. 100 billion. I'll believe that. Was that a story in Babylon B? Scumdog and CJ. Big ups, bros. Doing the big tree trimming. Tree trimming out there. Well, they're doing a pretty good job, you know. Trump is doing an excellent job so far. I like the one where he threatened the tariffs, and that worked out pretty well there. Oh, for the airplane full of people. Oh, we got Phoenix Tide coming on panel here. Okay, here's Phoenix Tide. Hey, Phoenix.
What? What you up to, Tommy? What you doing, man? Was that too loud?
No, you're good. Good right there. Yeah, just
Sound
watching.
good.
That would be a cool job, tree trimmer.
Watching the
Crafting
tree
and
trim.
Coffee with Kelly.
Hello, G.
Got G. Me, not G in the room. Hey, let me turn off that reader. And yeah. Okay, you can go ahead now. Phoenix Tide, what's up? What do you think of Ant? Do you know Ant?
I don't know Ant at all. I'm sorry. I don't have a dog in this fight.
Oh, okay. Well, there's not really a fight. I don't have a fight with Ant. I don't have anything, that negative to say about him.
I heard that you pissed all over his channel is what I heard.
Well, no, I never really did that, but we're just doing a feature.
I heard he told me that you were eating a taco and you're taking bites out of it sideways from the side of it. And he wanted the taco. I don't know, man. I don't understand all that stuff. It's just my opinion. It's pretty simple. And this is something that he could eat this taco right here. This is what I'm saying, okay? If you got, it's really two things. You can be curious or you can be angry. Because when I look back at all the times I get frustrated and pissed off at somebody, I have the option to where I can be angry at them, or I can be curious enough to find out what it was that they were thinking, so I can get to a point to resolve some whatever concerns. Because most of the time, people, like, you got left, you got the right, and Democrats and Republicans and socialists and working class, they're just arguing about, man, if you just got curious and actually asked questions and were interested in the other person, most of the time, there never was an argument to be had in the first place. So be curious. But is that something that you think DOA is going to do? I'm pretty sure DOA was dead on arrival when it comes to being curious.
Wow. That was almost like an artificial intelligence answer,
Oh, really? That's because my intelligence is artificial, Tommy.
Right. Well, yeah, good job. Good job on that. Yeah, well, if you don't know Ant, then you can't really comment on what's going on. But yeah, I think that I had to say something about what was going on. There was too much going all over the place where he was not making friends with too many people, too many enemies going on there. And, I was trying to be his friend for the longest time, And then I find out that all this time he's like still thinks that I'm somehow embedded with somebody that he doesn't like. So because of that, he's going to ban me from his channel. So I don't know.
Some people just aren't worth the attention. Or ain't worth the time to go through. And some people just don't work together. Maybe his clique, I don't know, it doesn't work with your clique. I don't know, man. I couldn't tell. The only person I ever got an argument on your show, I guess there's two. One dude's name's JFK. The other dude, I think her name was Queenie. I don't even know. I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember if it's Queenie or not. I just know that she lives the province that's just east of you. Manitoba? Is that the one? I can't remember right now. I'm pretty sure she was, no, maybe it wasn't Manitoba. Maybe it's the one next to that. But she was in the middle of nowhere. And the thing that is hilarious to me,
yeah,
I was literally about to pontificate all over myself. I was literally about to just puke all over myself, and then she did it for me. And because of the way that she went at it, because she started attacking with the intent to attack, I had to go on the defensive at that point, even though she was right. She didn't know she was right. But I'm going to tell her right now that she was right, because this is actually hilarious. So I'm going to start this out. This part isn't, man, you know what? We're people, okay? And if you're not curious, that's okay. I found out that I'm related to Jesus, and that's not even a joke. Like actually related. He was like 55 generations back, my uncle. But the poor reason I'm bringing this up, and y'all can go and check this if you want. There's an app you can actually check for yourself to see if you are. It's called, man, look at this. I'm plugging somebody. It's called Family Tree. The app, the leaves of the tree look like squares. They're like brown and green. But on this app, you can type in, there's a number. You can look up like these IDs of people, like a member ID. And it will show you who that, it'll bring that person up. Well, it turns out that there's a church. I don't know if it was like the Catholic Church who was holding on to it, or if it was like the Church Latter-day Saints was holding on to it because they like the family tree stuff. I don't know who it was, but they released this information showing the family tree of Jesus Christ. Mary had other children. So I go back to Mary. So B's like, Jesus is like my uncle 55 generations back. They call these people the, what do you call it, kings, the Holy Grail. They were the kings of the Holy Grail, or the Grail kings. So it looks like that Tom Hanks movie where he does like the research back in Catholic Church, and people are dying, they're searching for the Holy Grail or whatever that, I don't know. I can't remember what the movies are called. Do you know the movie I'm talking about?
No. But
Okay.
you're talking about something with the Holy Grail type stuff in it.
Yeah, well, Tom Hanks was in 2 different movies that talked about like old Catholic mythology and mysticism, and he was like breaking these codes and pursuing something like the Holy Grail, or pursuing, I can't remember. It was like he was on a treasure hunt, and he was a detective looking for stuff. Well, anyway.
Right. Yeah. Well, like I'm into watching stuff like that, like the Templars, stuff like that. Oak Island might be something stored. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So they had like the Knights Templar, and the history of these people. There were 10 different Grail kings, as far as I could tell, and their history is just cool as all get out. Well, okay, back to the story. There's this app. Turns out I was actually related to my first wife. She was something like, I don't know. There's this book. I can't remember what the name of the book was, but it detailed family tree stuff. And my grandmother and my ex's mom, their names were in this book as in this family tree thing. We were something like 4th generations or 5 generations back. We had the same great grandfather. And apparently he got married to more than one lady, and they had kids and whatever, right?
Wow. Da Vinci Code.
So she was like, Da Vinci Code. See? Was that somebody in the chat?
Yeah, it was Ant's
was somebody in the chat.
leg rider. Discombobulated.
All right. Well, discombobulated, if I had a way of giving you something, I would.
Yeah,
I'll send something to Tommy just because. Well, so Da Vinci Code. So yes, that movie. Anyway. So on this deal, I'm related to my first wife. My kids are related to me. Isn't that weird? So it's like 5 generations back, once removed, whatever. Okay, well, this gets crazier. So I get divorced. I'm talking to my brother, and I get remarried. I'm talking to my brother. We go to his house, and he shows me this new app he's got, and he found out that he was related to his wife like 10 generations back. And almost most people, anybody you meet walking down the street, high probability of being about 10, 12 generations back, you're related to them, and through somebody.
Exactly.
And so I'm like, okay, cool. He pulls up his wife, and I was like, yeah, let's check this out. So my wife and I download the app, and we check it, and we're, fuck me, dude. Her kids I'm closer related to her kids than I am to my ex. I'm like, are you serious right now? And my brother started laughing, dude. Like, I thought he was gonna puke his guts out. He was guttural laughing so deep, and I couldn't help but start laughing. I felt like somebody stabbed me in the guts because of how much disgust I had for my ex. The idea that and it's a stupid thing, but the idea that I was closer related to my current wife, and she's from California, right? I'm from Texas. Here's the thing. One of my concerns is, because, like, I don't know if you know this, but there are people in Kentucky that got so interbred that their kids are blue.
The Whitakers.
Well, Tommy, I don't want to have blue kids, Tommy. I don't want my kids to be blue, Tommy.
Actually, I'm afraid of getting genetically tested. Or they not genetically, but or they go for your DNA testing to find out what your genetic background is and all the rest of it. I'm kind of afraid of doing that because I don't really want to find out. I'll probably find out exactly what I think, which is that I'm probably related to people like in Africa and Siberia and Mozambique or whatever. I don't know, all over the world. And maybe I'm just better off just thinking that I am who I am, because it's always like that, where you hear those stories where somebody gets tested, and just like yourself there, where you're finding out that you're, married to your cousin or something,
I don't want my kids to be blue, Tommy.
Yeah.
If my ex and I, our last child, she started coming out blue. But that's because she had a cord wrapped around her neck, Tommy. But what if my wife gets pregnant, huh? What if she gets pregnant and the baby's blue?
Yikes. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, bro.
Never know.
I'll just say that she cheated on me. That's all. I'll claim that she cheated on me, but I love her too much to leave. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get it. I have to get a DNA test, but I'll tell her no. We don't need no DNA test.
Yeah,
so Queenie, okay.
That's why I'm not
I was
going
gonna
for
make
any
fun
of that.
of myself. I was gonna make fun of myself going back. This whole
Plus, hey, the other part of it that's bad is that if you do get DNA tested, then that company, and you're already hearing about this because you've got 360 and Me or something like that. There's various companies that do the testing. They have all the records. Of course, when you do the test, you sign over your DNA to them, and then they end up selling your DNA to some other company. Well, I don't know. The retribution against you or something. I don't know. I don't know what they can do.
Are they trying to make
would you not be in fear of these companies doing something nefarious with your DNA?
Well, if they steal my DNA, they're going to come out blue, Tommy.
Well, the thought is, what can they do with the knowledge of what your DNA is? I don't know. Well, one thing, they can sell it to the police department, for example. That would be pretty nefarious. Like, let's say that they're looking for a killer, right? And then they said, hey, 360 and Me or whatever, can we have access to your DNA to find out whether or not this killer, we have his DNA, we want to compare him to like a way bigger database than the police actually have. That could happen.
Well,
because when you sell it to a company, the company can do whatever they want with it.
I don't know, man. I'm just wondering, like, if they wanted, maybe they want some blue babies. I don't know. Hey, have you ever heard about that DNA tracking and manipulating your DNA to target you? You ever heard that before? Like, people creating a new virus so that people die because of your DNA.
Well, sure. Look at what the last C injection did, where it was supposedly injecting some, brand new stuff that's never been injected into humans before, which we don't want to even talk about. But yeah, going on. Yeah. Absolutely. Can it happen? Absolutely. Can people look at your DNA and then alter your DNA based on what they know about your DNA? Yeah, they do that all the time.
Well, see, one of the guys just to slightly change this up, just slightly. I can't see the chat right now, so I wish I could. But man, I'll tell you, I'm a trucker, right? Today I was out in I'm in Texas. I was out in Louisiana. And on my way back, I passed through Shreveport, and there was a lot of fog everywhere. And at first I thought maybe it was the tractor. I could smell chlorine. And it went from chlorine to the smell of charcoal, like wood charcoal.
That's weird.
And then it smelled like chlorine again. Well, I rolled my window down and I could smell it in the air outside. So I get on the phone, I'm talking to my buddy Aaron, and I'm talking to him, and he says, dude, it smells like chlorine over here. And he was over in East Dallas. So my wife sent me a text about 15 minutes after I get done talking to him, and she says, hey, I woke up with a sore throat. Something's going on. I feel sick. And I can't help but wonder, why am I smelling chlorine? It's sitting around like 3 in the morning or something, right? And I'm smelling chlorine. I'm calling my buddy.
Chlorine.
What's
Pool,
going on, dude?
water, add it to
Does-
water, disinfect water, pools, stuff like that. But it could be being transported and leaking or something. You never know. But
I was
God,
200 miles away from AA Ron. He told me that it smelled like chlorine where he was too.
Yeah, well, carbon, like from a fire, people will actually eat that. It's actually supposed to settle your stomach to eat a little bit of, carbon.
So I should breathe it in
it.
some more then, huh?
You can buy it ground up in a pill. Actually, people take it, to settle their stomach, believe it or not. Black carbon.
I think it takes away heavy metals out of your body.
Yeah, well, look they use it in filters, to filter water. It definitely absorbs, right? It has the absorption capability. That's what's good about it.
Come think of it. I gave it to my dog once. I have a dog that, bless his heart. I got rabbits in my backyard, and they like to attract all kinds of little varmints, right? Little rats and mice and whatnot. And I have a cat and got some dogs and looking at getting some chickens. Well, I put out all kinds of rat poison to kill all the mice. All kinds. And I have to be strategic about where I place it, what I do with it. Well, I had one that was sitting on top of a fence because the rats and mice and possums. And I had a block up there, and I slammed the fence, like the gate shut, and the block fell off. I come back through, and I look down, and I see a little bit of dust, and I look up to look for the block. The block is gone. I think, okay, great. My dog ate it. So I look up and running through, okay, what do? My dog just ate poison. He's going to die. And I find out how to induce vomiting online from a vet.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't go to a vet's office. I don't want to spend $1,000. Unfortunately, guys, you can hate me all you want. My dog ain't worth that much. I'm sorry. It's not. And I love my dog. Absolutely love him to death. Sue me, whatever. I mean, that's just my prerogative. And I look up online how to induce vomiting. So I get some hydrogen peroxide, I mix it with some water and some chicken broth. Straight up, dog eats that stuff right up. Pukes his guts out. Puke is solid green, putrid green, because of the. Sure enough, he ate the thing. And I gave it to my little dog too, because I think my little dog might have eaten that crap. My little dog's puking its guts out all over the backyard. It's kind of funny because it comes up like this foamy looking stuff. So it looks like it's snow on the ground, but it's not snow. It's just hydrogen peroxide. All right. Well, anyway, my big dog, the dog, is just amazing. Okay, so he's got it. So I need to give it to him again, but he wouldn't eat that stuff. So I had to force feed it. Dog sucks down this stuff, pukes his guts out again. So there's not very much green that time, but he's still acting kind of lethargic and whatnot. So I call, the vet's office. They got these different numbers and solutions to get through. Anyway, long story short, my dog's good. But it turns out each of those blocks that you get, I think it's like 20 pounds or something. It'll kill an animal. It's about 20 pounds. This dog was about 60 pounds, and you only ate one. So, all's good. He might be a little bit retarded now. He does that kind of retarded. But I know you're not supposed to use that word, right? So my dog's kind of retarded. He lays down and licks everything, and I'll fall asleep, and he'll drag his whole body across me whenever he jumps on the bed, and he'll lay down, and he won't stop laying down. Like, he'll be on the ground while he's with his feet standing up, with his body laying down on top of whatever he's on. It's just weird.
That's kind of strange there.
Yeah, ever since he ate that green block, he's been kind of weird.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That stuff is not good. You don't want to be eating it. I think it's arsenic in there. Arsenic is an active ingredient, I think.
I heard that if you eat those blocks, the blue ones, that your kids will come out blue.
Ah. Well, I wouldn't be eating any of that kind of stuff at all. In fact, I'd be careful. In fact, where did you have it? You have it outside, and you put it on the top of a fence post?
Yeah, but it was like
Yeah, but
one of the framing.
But
fence
then
posts right
wouldn't the
next to the
birds get
gate.
at it, like a crow or something like that? Wouldn't it? So it'd kill all the birds out there too.
Very possible if the bird wants to eat it, it would enjoy. It might enjoy that stuff. You know, it might
Yeah,
like those
because if
green
a
blocks.
mouse eats it, a bird might like it too. So I don't know. Plus,
Yeah, it's like crack cocaine for a rat. Who knows what a bird would do?
yeah. Well, what were
Maybe
you
it'd
trying
grow
to do?
another
Kill
head.
a rat or kill a mouse?
Yes, sir.
No, were you trying to kill a rat
All
or a
of them.
mouse?
I'm trying to kill all of them, Tommy.
Oh, okay.
Trying to help out. You know, there's this one time because I got these rabbits and they'll have babies and they clump. And when it's cold, they put them all together and nest them all up and cover them up with a whole bunch of hair. The moms literally rip the fur out of their body and they make clumps of it, large clumps of it, handfuls. They literally rip the hair out and
Wow.
try to use it to try to keep the babies warm.
Yeah.
Well, I go out there, I'm cleaning them up, and I realize, you know, this one's got babies. All right, cool. Let's find out how many babies he's got. And I'm in there reaching down in the hole, pulling the babies out one at a time. The last one I pulled out turned out it was actually just a mouse trying to stay warm.
Oh, really?
And my
Wow.
wife was right there. It was in my hand, and I pulled out, and I realized it was a mouse. It shocked me, and I threw it. You know, when it shocked, I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, I should have held on to it," but it was already too late.
Wow.
That sucker little. He was smart enough to leave. It was a good thing. No, I kill him if I can. I don't want him to wreck the house. I don't want him to get up in the attic and none of that stuff.
Yeah, mice are kind of like vermin around here. Nobody likes a mouse in their house, that's for sure. Usually here, what the way a mouse can get in your house is like when it starts to get colder out and you leave your door open or something like that, then it's gonna run into your doorway or something into your house when it's cold out. So you usually put those little boxes, you know, with that stuff in it, the green killer in it, around the outside of your house or business or whatever, and they run into the little hole and eat the stuff, whatever. So they never really get as far as into your house. But yeah. Know all about
Well, K9 Gaming says I need to get a cat. I got a cat. My cat, it doesn't go outside. It doesn't, like, it'll go outside for 5 minutes and come back in. It's I don't know, man. It's not really a cat. It might be an alien.
A mouser cat.
Jeff Reynolds. I have a cat. I don't
You know
care.
what,
Mice
though?
are fine. I just don't want them outside.
Some people, I've heard of that, where people have a mouser cat and the cat eats the mouse or whatever, it catches the mice in your house, no problem, but that also goes outside and will kill a mouse or something and then bring it inside of your house.
Wants to show it off.
Yeah, maybe. And yeah, that's a problem because then you got a bunch of dead mice laying around all over inside your house that the cat brings inside. But there's new technology I saw on the internet where it's a little cat door, trap door, you know, these ones that you can put on your door, where only it's big enough for the cat to get in and out of. But in order to keep the cat from bringing the mouse in, it's now got a camera. And if the camera spots a mouse on the image, then it keeps that little door locked. It doesn't let the cat in there with
Really?
the mouse in its jaws. Yeah.
Huh.
So that's how much things
Well,
are changing.
Jeff Reynolds says vitamin K dries the blood up. Huh. So what do you mean by that, Jeff? You say vitamin K dries the blood up. So like you get like special K and put it out for the mice to eat? Like what do you do?
Yeah, vitamin K. That's funny. Eggs, $3.93.
And I got a question for Mater.
Mater. Oh, okay. Hey, Mater.
Yeah. Hey Mater,
Chat.
do you have an electric razor?
Electric.
Electric.
Yeah, I use
I'm wondering
straight. Well, I use like one with 3 blades in it, whatever it is, Gillette or whatever. It's got three blades or 4
Oh, yeah?
blades or 5 blades or whatever they are these days. They
What
keep
do you
on
use it
upping
for,
the number
Tommy?
of
Tell the
blades.
truth.
Gillette something or other.
do you use your razor on, Tommy?
Only on my face, neck and face.
So just your head, that's it?
Yeah. Not
Which one,
necessary
Tommy?
to shave anything else. Not my.
Oh, wow.
We're okay.
Oh, boy.
I think I got my sound deck working here.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun.
Uh-oh.
I'm up all night to get lucky.
Oh, yeah.
She's up all
Lucky?
night to get lucky, Tommy.
Lucky with who?
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Apparently, the other team.
Yeah.
Well, Drew Peanuts, he likes to bond with his cats. He
Aw.
likes to create a family setting.
Cat.
Whenever
Cat
they bring,
guy.
whenever Drew Peanuts, whenever, did you ever get in trouble for drawing peanuts in school? Peanuts.
Spitball. He probably got caught shooting spit wads on the ceiling.
Well, he says that he likes to bond with his cats because he'll eat the gifts that are brought to him. He must get good gifts though.
Like eating the dead
He-
rats.
Maybe his kitty cat's like a tiger or something that brings him some deer, or I don't know, maybe some
Meow.
squirrels or something.
Meow. Whoa! Down, boy! Down! Drew.
Making me hungry, bro.
Whoa.
Well, apparently, there's what is it? Panther, lion? I don't know what it is. Not a lion. Some kind of big kitty cat. One of the big kitty cats over in a national park up in Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, Yellowstone. I think is that that one's Yellowstone.
Oh yeah, Yellowstone.
In
Yeah.
Yellowstone, that there were some observers, taking pictures of it, and they were following it. The cat knew it was being followed, and
Wow.
it took them to a kill. But
Wow.
they didn't care about the kill. They just kept on following the cat, and the cat took them and then it took them to another kill. And comes to find out, this cat, it has wolves that follows it around too. And it's a prime, top king killer. And it wants to be left alone. It doesn't. He's a lot like real American patriots and Canadian patriots that just want the government to leave it alone. Just let them go about their business, enjoying their freedom. And when they don't, the kitty feels like it has to give up a little bit of his kitty. And so it takes him to the overlords or whatever
So
it
it had
is.
more than one kill. So it would eat whatever the kill was, and then the wolves would come in after it, and then it would have another kill somewhere else, and it just keep rotating.
Yeah, it kept on going
And-
from one to the next because it was trying to find something to let the people is trying to figure out, I guess, what kind of food it liked to eat. Maybe it was setting a trap for all we know. Maybe it put some of those green blocks inside the kills and thought we were stupid enough to. I don't know. Yeah,
Well, the people that were following, obviously it wasn't interested in the people because it already had enough food with the kills that it had. So it wasn't about to attack the people, right? So they were able to follow it.
They were
No
probably
problem.
blue people following it. They didn't want to get pregnant, Tommy. That's what it was. It thought they were trying to do some bestiality plays on it.
Oh man!
It's trying to divert the interest. Let them get interested inside of the Well, anyway, they found out that the wolves were following this cat, and the cat would just take it from one to the next, and the wolves didn't have to do nothing. They just find a kill, and if they got hungry, they track the cat down, and the cat would lead them on to the next one.
Me is not G. Pet my cat. Who is that? Is that a G clone? Me, not G?
Me, not
That's
G.
not G. That's a clone of G. It's not a clone, but because it's G, not me, is the actual one, right? G, not me. But this is me, not G. So what the hell?
Well, G wants you to pet her cat.
Not me, you. Not
her
me.
G, I mean, or her cat.
I can't.
Or,
See,
I don't know what to tell you, Tommy.
I'm in Canada. I'm too far away.
Whatever it is, the cat has heart eyes. She wants you to pet her cat, Tommy.
Cat scratch fever.
Tommy has claws.
Tune in tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.
There you go.
Nice.
That's for the bit. Oh no, who is it? It's G!
Oh, Catwoman. Catwoman, will you never learn?
Yeah.
It's not a clone, Tommy.
Oh, not a clone. That is you. Okay.
We don't know, me, not G.
Yeah, but you mean a clone?
All we can tell is you have a profile picture and you're pretty, according to the profile picture. And watch, she's going to be a full-grown man.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. But
it could be a clone.
She wants you,
saying
Tommy.
that
She wants you to take care of the kitty. That's all I know.
Could be a clone saying that they're not a clone. You never know. Could be a smart clone.
Never do know. Could be
these days, though, it could be
intelligent clone.
Yeah, it could be exactly what I was thinking. It could be artificial intelligence, because I'm going to make an artificial intelligence bot that is going to be in my chat, commenting and saying stuff in my chat. So look for that in the future. And you won't know that it's a bot. I hear you can
buy those.
Well, you've got like this on the screen. You bot tricks, but it just says, stuff that that's an actual bot. But we'll make it something like Joe or something, and then it will say something just like a real person. You won't even know it's a bot.
Well, I heard from Queenie. Queenie told me that you can buy those things.
Oh, yeah, you can. Well, software. You can do anything now with AI software. Just load it up. Like I can... Well, actually, I've been playing a little bit with the AI stuff, and they've got this new AI software out now. Oh, hang on here. We removed some content or messages on Facebook. Oh no. Impersonation, post removed. Impersonation, post removed. Two of them. Let me see what they are. It says C2.
Tommy's been naughty.
Let me see. Oh no. See all 15. Oh no. See all 15 things that I've done wrong. Oh no.
Hey, Tommy, don't feel bad.
I hate Facebook.
Me too.
Profile has some issues. What?
They kicked me off again.
We removed your photo. Nudity. What? What nudity?
Yeah, dude. You need to, because you were shaving again. Got to keep that stuff on down low.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a picture of a guy shoving a gas pump up his butt. So, well, it was a side view, though. It was a side view. Yeah, let's remove my warning. Remove that. Get started. Understand this rule. This is the first time you think you've broken the rules. We add a warning to your account. We'll explain more. Understand the rule. Let us know what you think about it. We'll remove the warning from your account this time, but your content will not be restored. Okay, get started. Oh, for frick's sakes. Our rules on adult nudity and sexual activity. We don't allow people to share nudity or sexual activity. Some people, well, it wasn't sexual activity. It was a guy, you know how gas pumps say, don't, shove this gas pump, whatever. I've seen some of those signs on the internet there. What's not allowed, showing someone's
on the gas pump.
Oh, what's not allowed? So showing someone's genitals or buttocks. So yeah, it was a side view of the guy of his butt. Side view. It wasn't the rear view. It was only a side view. Yeah, implying sexual activity. Well, I guess having the gas pump up his butt, I guess that could be implying sexual activity. It was a joke. It was a joke. Okay, I understand. Quit. I didn't know about the rules. Yeah, I'm going to pick that one. Didn't know about that. I didn't know. Okay.
That's what they all say.
Next. Warning
if I was
removed.
guilty, I'd say that too.
Create a post, create a story, create a reel. Now it wants me to create something. Oh my God. Okay, what else? False information. Uh-oh. Let's see what the false information was. It looks like a post. Uh-oh. It's so tiny that I can barely see it. It looks like a picture of 3 people. I don't know what it is. Fact checkered say it was altered. Okay. Yeah, just like everything on the internet. And then I try and do something and I can't do anything about it. Okay, forget about that. Okay, get me out of there and get me back to the account so I can go back to what I was actually going on Facebook to look at.
It looks like Trump,
before I got sidetracked.
Trump rescinded. He had to put out an order to freeze federal aid spending, and he rescinded it just now. He put up a thing and said he would get rid of all this federal aid. It's all going to be gone, but he just dropped it.
They can't do it now. Because a judge
can't do it.
Judge said no, you can't do that. So now they
Well,
have
that
to
was
figure
only
out
gonna
a
be a-
different way.
That was only going to.
Well, he has to figure out a different way of cutting taxes. You know, obviously that was a good try, but if it's not going to work, not great. Okay. Oh, I thought maybe you dropped out. Maybe you did. Are you still there? I think you're. I think you're.
There. What about
dropped
now?
out?
And
Oh
is it
yeah.
working
Okay,
now?
you're back. You're back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. I went over to swap over to a deal, and anyway. Now, with all that spending, I was thinking about buying land. I told my family and friends, hey, I'm going to go take off. I'm going to go buy land if Trump doesn't make some serious cuts to everything, because I see the train coming. And apparently he does too. So I may or may not buy land out in the middle of nowhere like 12th man off grid, but I don't know if 12th man off grid is still part of this brew. I think he might have left, and he was afraid of people knowing on him or something.
Yeah. Well, I see him once in a while, although I haven't seen him today. He might pop in here if he's around. Yeah, he's up in the middle of nowhere. Definitely Alaska would be it. Yeah, I don't know. It depends what your goals are with buying something, as to whether or not you should. I like at this moment in time, I own the place where I'm living, but I don't think I'll buy anything anywhere else like California or something like that. I think I would rather just go there and rent a place for a little while and then move on and not really put some roots down anywhere else, but just visit more places.
You're afraid of California?
Well, I just want to try different places, not just California, maybe Florida, California. Yeah, am I afraid of California? Probably LA, yeah. Walk the streets, yeah.
I heard LA was lit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, I watched Ant out there on the Hollywood Boulevard there, and it looks like a bunch of crazy people out there. No doubt. Well, of course there's normal people. But then you have the people that are in Hollywood, the Hollywood stars and that, they don't have a great reputation these days either.
I'm going to mute myself here for just a couple minutes. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, buy a plot of land in Greenland, because that's going to go up in value right away as soon as it gets annexed by Trump. Get in ahead.
Where's that?
Ahead of the curve. Greenland.
Oh, Greenland.
Yeah. Yeah, and then next place would be Canada. Buy in Canada, because it's going to be the next 51st state, and as soon as it becomes part of the states, then property value should rise significantly. Never
If
know.
I bought in Canada, I'd have to be somewhere like Rocky Mountain House or I don't know, someplace on the other side of the mountains, somewhere in BC.
BC, yeah. British Columbia has mountains and where you can buy land. In Alberta, most of the mountainous areas in Alberta are crown land, not available for purchase. But in British Columbia, yeah. Way to go.
I haven't been everywhere in Alberta. I've been in a lot of places, but I'd probably choose something like that, something like Rocky Mountain House, someplace up next to. See, my memory's terrible. It's
Yeah,
like
Rocky
Three
Mountain House
Sisters,
is
the
nice.
mountains.
Yeah, actually, that's one of the few places in Alberta, Rocky Mountain House, where it's in the mountains and or really, really close to the mountains, and is a place where you can buy property because Banff, for example, or Jasper, you can't.
Jeez.
You can buy in there, but it's a 99-year lease. You know what I mean? So it's actually lease
So if
land.
I had money,
And they don't like people buying. They only like people buying if you're going to live there permanently and you're going to work there or, that kind of stuff. So you got to be, they're really touchy about who buys land in those parks.
if I had money, I'd go for Banff, and yeah, I'd be over there.
Yeah.
I'd be up in Jasper, no doubt.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But in the interior of BC is pretty good too. There's lots of, like if you ever watch that show, Rust Brothers, where they're fixing the cars and that, they're like in the interior of BC. Latoya, good to see you in the chat. Got Scumdog in the chat. Let me see who all's in the chat here. Let me go over the roster. In the chat, Mo, Dash and Grandma, Discombobulated, Colette, Betty White, Edward Cam, Corvette Girl, Sore Throat, and more. Mama Red. Okay. I have like a sore throat, so
You just got done saying my name. I know.
I'm having trouble talking. Otherwise, I would finish the roster, but it's like way too long. I looked, and there's about 100 names on there. JFK, Latoya Williams, Sun Honey, Cheeks,
Hey, JFK is here.
Ethan, Kill Nothing But Time, Me Not G, Christopher, CJ, K9, CNA, Shelly, HonkTube, Jen De Leon, Steve Rogers, Peachy, Master Troller, Miss Angie, AP's Cats, Sup Fools, Mitchator Media, Mitchator, Queenie, Bud Files. There's Queenie. Queenie's in the chat, or at least she was earlier. You were talking about her. Bud Files, Door Knocker, Crafting and Coffee with Kelly, Viking, Colonel Marjo. Good to see you. D in here. Leo Robustelli, Charlie Cheswick, Southern Hunter, Barb Kinsey, Bob Cox, Al Munson, Deb's Crazy Daily, You Are, Cadamus Rex, Sassy and Sweet, Hamilton Patty, KJV, Dave the Pickup Artist, Al's Gerbil Farm, Scum Dog, Troy, Kurt Manley, I always like Al's Gerbil Farm, Red Mama, Dory, John, Penelope, Drew Peanuts, Pam from Customer Service, Mary Beth, wow, this keeps on going on and on. Internet Monster, Phoenix Tide, that's you. Mouth of the South is in there. Hey, good to see you. Mama Red. And there we go. The rest of them I think we got earlier. That's who's in the chat. Good to see everyone. Give you a little shout out there, like it says, shout outs, chat, and more. Drop your link there. If you want to drop your link, type in the word link in my chat, and that'll drop your link like Latoya just did. ! Link. So that people can check out your channel. Because I know it's so hard to sub to people on the internet. Unless they drop your link. Who's in there? Ho Chi Lin is in there from Texas. Woohoo. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on here today. We had the tree cutters out there cutting tree branches, which was fun. And now it's 12 o'clock Mountain, what is it, Standard Time. Standard Time. We have daylight time in the summer, which I wish to hell they would get rid of that. Just get rid of this mountain, changing to daylight and standard time. Get rid of it. We don't need it. It was here for back in the days when they used to burn candles to, and they didn't want to burn that much electricity, right? So people would, not want to be awake during those daylight hours. So they'd shift it a little bit so that you'd get a little more daylight into the evening. But these days, who cares? Who cares? Time is time.
Well, if
It's
you're
just
ever
more
in a
hassle.
pinch and you need a candle, go get that Crisco and just shove a candle in the middle of it. That thing will burn for more than 100 hours. It is crazy how long Crisco burns.
Yeah, put a
Shoelace,
shoelace
that's
in
right.
the middle of it there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Any
Crisco
vegetable oil. Mhm.
Well, it's like, human combustion. When they talk about human combustion, it's like fat. It's a fat that burns when you end up getting to the point. Imagine like a burger on a fire, on a barbecue. You know how when that fat drips down and then it bursts into flame? It's that fat that really burns up. Time is an illusion.
One of the great things about oh man, you just threw me with the loop when you said time is an illusion. It got my whole tangent squirrel all day long on that one.
Ren is in there. Hey, Ren. What wrong, Ren? Uh-oh. What went wrong? We didn't hear what happened there to Ren. Something happened to Ren in the chat.
Yeah, her puppy passed away.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry about that, Ren.
Had to put her dog down.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that. I was thinking, about pets and things like that. And pets never live as long as you do. So if you do get a pet, you'll see it die. Because whatever, if it lives for 10 years or 20 years or whatever. So be prepared for that if you're going to get a pet.
Those are tough days.
Forever.
Man.
Won't live forever. But if you really, really miss your pet and you miss the company, you can always go out and get another one. So there's always that possibility. And then your memories of your pet that passed will, go into your new pet, be part of your new pet, or at least in your own mind it will. So that could be a good thing. Myself, I've had enough pets in my lifetime. Like when I was a kid, the pets that we had a goldfish, for example, fish. We had this, I think it was something like a 50-gallon aquarium. It was like about 6 feet across, about 3 feet tall, 2 feet across, and 6 feet. And then we got a boxer dog. Wow. You can guess what happened. That dog went and jumped up onto that big giant aquarium and broke the side of it, and all of the fish and the water and everything gushed out. And it was sitting on a thing in our dining room, right, in our dining room of our house when I was a kid. And all that water, from 10 gallons of water or whatever, and all the fish went onto the floor. So I don't recall us having a fish tank after that. And the boxer dog went out to the farm after that, as I recall. And we didn't have the boxer. Roxanne was the name of our dog. Roxanne, the boxer dog, who broke the fish tank.
So one of my buddies claims that there is a particular type of shrimp that can break the glass on a fish tank. I'm just curious if there's anybody in chat that is familiar with this particular type of shrimp.
Well,
apparently there's
I never heard.
Apparently there's this shrimp that exists that's jaws can move faster than the speed of sound. and I'm trying to remember the name of it, but anyway, it knocks out its prey. It's got jaws. It's like a praying mantis, and when it's like a club, and when it hits the prey, it knocks it out. But the thing that's to me that's actually really cool is that when this shrimp hits its prey, when it does that movement and its jaws move, it eviscerates all the water around it and creates a flash that's just lasts for a microsecond. That flash is plasma. It literally moves so quickly that the air sucks into one little spot, and the pressure and the friction causes a spark that's as hot as a star. So this thing clubs its prey, knocks it out, and it's called a mantis shrimp.
Pooh Scissor says, "Yeah, mantis shrimp. He's heard about that too. That's funny.
You got it.
I've never heard about
Pooh
that.
Scissors,
so you're saying
man, that's a name right there. Cutting that turd.
He would know. Yeah. So what you're saying is that this action of going faster than the speed of sound, whatever, the whole thing, can actually break the glass on an aquarium.
Yes.
Wow. That's interesting. Never heard that. Well,
actually break the glass on an aquarium. I mean, it depends on what the aquarium's made of. You know,
yeah,
the glass, what it's
exactly.
made of.
But it's been noted that it's happened. They've seen it happen.
Yeah.
Somebody has, obviously. But yeah, I can believe that. Sounds legit. Sounds legit.
I got a buddy that builds really big boats.
The only part that didn't sound legit.
The
only part that didn't sound legit was when you said something about heat hotter than a star.
Yes.
That part I don't know. I'll have to investigate that.
The friction and the speed, because of how fast the movement is, it creates a massive amount of pressure, and the pressure and the friction combined creates a lot of heat. It eviscerates the water. It creates a tiny little bubble, and at the center of that bubble is a spark that is just a fraction of a second that lights up. And based on definition, it's a star, but it's just there and gone.
But what actually kills its prey, or what happens to the prey?
It gets knocked out. It gets hit by its jaws. It gets knocked out, and then it eats it while it's knocked out.
So it's more of a sharp amount of pressure that actually happens, and that's what's going on with the glass in the tank. Is a sharp pressure on the glass.
Hits harder than Mike Tyson. Pound for pound, it's probably the best thing to knocking out anything that there is. I mean, I don't know.
Bites stronger than Mike Tyson.
Yeah, maybe if it was big enough.
Bites stronger. These days, he's not knocking out that strong, so you have to go with biting.
Okay, and I don't want people to take me wrong when I say that. Does anybody know what a zinc spark is? Zinc spark.
Zinc spark.
Yeah.
No. People want to know who's on panel. It is, as you can see, Phoenix Tide.
Phoenix Tide. Hey guys.
I dropped that down so you can see Phoenix Tide on the panel.
It's Phoenix Tide. Texas trucker. Hey, JFK is a coworker.
Right there.
There you go. Full screen, guys.
Shoot your camera
right there.
Well, shoot it out your window. Let's see where you are. Let's at least where are you? Like an undisclosed location?
Everybody's got their thing. I will do that at my house. I'll take it off at my house. I'm not going to do it right now. Everybody's got their thing. I'm at an undisclosed location.
Undisclosed, yeah.
But
okay.
So what was it? Let's see. Oh yeah, zinc spark. You guys, any of y'all know what a zinc spark is?
No. Never heard of it.
So a zinc spark, when sperm enters an egg, there's a flash of light, and then the egg starts to divide and progress, eventually become a baby. That flash of light is the zinc spark. Well, the idea that came through my mind when I said the flash of light from the shrimp was going to say something that would get me struck by lightning right now since it's stormy over here. You know, I'd probably get struck down by God. I'm not making fun of God. I was just thinking at the beginning there was light. Maybe God was a shrimp, a mantis shrimp that just went whack, and then there was light, and it, yeah, forget it. I was gonna take a road that would have sent me to hell, Tommy.
Okay.
I'd have had blue kids in hell. That's where I was going.
Yeah. Well, you know, you can chalk it up to working on a comedy routine, and it's in work in progress.
There you go. I'm a work in progress. Yeah. My bad.
Let's give you some.
I need to get that on my schedule.
Exactly. What do you need? I'll throw you some. Here's some music that'll go with that.
Get some ZZ Top.
Hang on. Where were you again? Going down the river?
Down the river, Tommy.
Down the river. Yeehaw!
Catching me some mantis shrimp with Forrest Gump.
Looky over here. What's that? Bend over.
Bend over, baby.
Woo!
You got orders from the top.
Good. Squeal like a pig.
Like that, baby. Let's just
squeal.
Don't fall in the water. Hold on a minute.
Woo!
Let me get this taken.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta get. Stop looking.
Hang on.
That's my no-no zone, Tommy.
Wow.
My
nice
no-no
orange
spot.
car. I like your orange car.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Took a long time urinating on it to get it that color. You don't know what dehydration is until you got an orange car. Taking care of that mess.
Yeehaw.
And working on it.
Where's
Lots
the sheriff?
of yellow snow.
You got some moonshine over there? We need some moonshine.
Oh, that's a good story. Hey, JFK, you'll appreciate this. So there's a day I was going down to Lufkin, Texas, where this music is appropriate. I was headed down to Lufkin, Texas, next to Nacogdoches, and on the way there was a lot of flies, a lot of bugs. It was kind of misty, and the front of the windshield of this tractor was getting dirty, right? So I stop, I drop the load, let people unload the back of the trailer. Anyway, the point I'm getting to is as I was on my way back, I needed to clean up the windshield. So I stopped at a truck stop, and I walked up and where the fuel pumps are, and I was looking for the water. There was no water. And they had squeegees, but they didn't have any water or windshield washer fluid or none of that, right?
Oh.
But I was looking around and I was looking for some water. I saw a jug that had water. It was filled up with water. So I took the jug and I poured it into one of the, poured some into a container, and I got the squeegee and I started cleaning the windshield, and I was like, that doesn't smell like water.
Huh.
So I took the jug and I smelled it, and it had this kind of like a vanilla almond kind of smell.
Oh.
And see, that's the thing. I don't drink. I took somebody's moonshine. Somebody was waiting for a drop, I'm assuming, waiting for a drop because there was nobody around. It was at a lonesome, boring truck stop, not a single person parked there. And it was just a milk gallon filled with a clear liquid.
Moonshine.
And I didn't. Yeah, well, I think so. Because I called my buddy. I was like, "Hey, man, I don't know what's in this thing, but it cleans the windshield really good." And so I told him the story, and my buddy started laughing. He goes, "Dude, that was moonshine." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "It smelled like almonds." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "That was moonshine." And I was like, "No way." So apparently, I didn't light it on fire or nothing. I just left it there, and somebody, I didn't see moonshine there ever again. Every time I drove by,
be drinking it because it could
morning.
be something else other than that. But well, it would definitely clean your windows, and you could always test it. It turns blue if you light it on fire.
Streak free. There were no streaks whatsoever.
Blue fire. Get a blue flame off of that. No streaks. Yeah. Well, you could always dump it in your thing. So what did you leave it there? Did you take it, or what? That was it. That was the end of it.
Well,
you're not going to say that you took it.
I poured out.
You stole
Well,
it.
that's the thing though, Tommy. If I said that I was taking,
I don't want to incriminate you. No,
gallons
you're
of milk in my tractor.
Phoenix Tide, good guy.
And somebody else's, and if it happened to be an open container, no, I didn't take it. I'm genuine about it. I don't do none of that crap. I just saw it, but I never saw it there again. I'll tell you that it was missing a few fingers. I took out a few inches and poured it in the container. I could only imagine if somebody was standing by watching me do this. It's just. Thanks,
what do I
guys.
know about moonshine?
Just in case you're listening.
I'll tell you the moonshine story. This is my moonshine story. I used to know this guy. I live in Edmonton here, Alberta, Western Canada. These people come over here from Eastern Canada, right, all the time. And I met this one guy by the name of Cape Breton Moonshiner, right? That was his actual handle, his moniker, Cape Breton Moonshiner.
Really?
And yeah. So my friend and we go over to his house, and he's got.
Try putting that on a passport.
Yeah, exactly. He's living in this house. He's got the whole house, and he brings us to the house, and he says, "Hey, I'm making some moonshine. Come on over. I'll show you what I'm up to." So we go over, and he's got kind of a rundown place. In one bedroom, he's got 2 big 45-gallon drums with the stuff brewing in it. And he's got a boat oar to stir the stuff, and he's making up his what do you call it? The mash.
The mash, yeah.
He's got bags of rice and potatoes and other stuff there, sugar, and he's mixing it all up there and lets it simmer. Well, not simmer, but just ferment. And then he's got this old coffee pot that he jury rigged up. It's got an electric burner underneath it, and off of the top is a big coil coming off it. This is sitting in his kitchen, right? So bedroom has got the the big vats, 45-gallon vats. Kitchen has got the whole rig set up there with his setup for making the moonshine. So it comes off of that, the coily wire, and then it comes down to a bottle, right? And he just sets a bottle there, and he fills up the bottle. Once the bottle's full, then he puts another bottle there, right? Well, he's telling me the story about, and he's actually making it while we're there. We see how the thing runs, and he's actually making some fresh stuff there. But anyways, he said, you never believe it. One time I fell asleep here, and the bottle filled up, and it overflowed, and then the moonshine started dripping all the way downstairs. And of course, downstairs here in houses are where you have a hot water tank, which has a gas burner, and a furnace, which has a gas burner. And
pilot
he said
light.
that you got pilot lights and that kind of
alcohol.
stuff. Yeah. And he said he just caught it in time. He said it all leaked downstairs, and it was leaking towards his appliances down there, and he caught it in time. And it didn't burn or anything, but he said he was that close from having his whole place blow up. But anyways, we tested his moonshine, and yeah, you could light it on fire, and it burnt with a blue flame. And the stuff really got you drunk. Like, it was pretty high potency. So yeah, real McCoy. But I don't recall it smelling like almonds or something like that. It was kind of nasty taste to it, and it was just kind of nasty. But after the first sip of it, then the rest of it didn't taste too bad.
I heard you can make blowtorches that are hot enough to melt out like steel and iron, all kinds of stuff using that.
Oh, using the alcohol itself. But it depends how much you refine it, I guess. The more times you run it through the still, well, then the stronger it gets. So makes some really potent stuff.
They had these YouTube videos all over the place where they put it in a mason jar and seal it down and put a metal pipe in, and there's a way that you can heat it up so that the alcohol inside ends up getting really hot, and then the fumes come up from the alcohol, and the fire burns the fumes that come up out of a pipe.
Oh, right. Yeah. Did you say that JFK a coworker?
Sure is. What I found out is that if you do that, really you heat it up a lot, turns out you can have a spontaneous combustion if that heated up alcohol, the air or the fluid, the pressure that builds up, if it mixes with oxygen, it'll spontaneously combust. I just thought that was cool. I don't know. I mean, I like things that blow up. I can tell you some stories.
Oh yeah.
I got a lot of stories.
There's so much of that on the internet. You see where people are mixing chemicals and stuff like that. I know I'm sub to a few people that do that kind of stuff. I'm not really into making stuff blow up, but when I was a kid,
when I was a kid,
we used to all do that. Oh, because we used to have access to all kind of firecrackers and stuff like that down at the Chinese store in the corner. You know, they were famous for selling that kind of stuff to us kids there.
I didn't have any access to any of it, so I made it myself at home. And my dad was a chemical salesman for industrial chemical companies. And when I'd get home, he didn't know. You know, he's out working. I would take all the things that were flammable and mix them together to see what I could do. I was in trouble. I got into a lot of trouble. I had neighbors calling on me. See, there's stories that got so bad I can't even tell them here on your show. I'll tell you. There's words I'm not allowed to say on your show.
Yeah.
I had a buddy that had one of those books that taught you how to make all kinds of stuff, and I took the ingredients out and went home and looked for it and put some things together that Oklahoma City would not like me for.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. There were a few people back in the old days there. We ended up knowing people right across the city because we used to play around on CB, Citizens Band Radio. So we talked to people. So I had friends all over the city, and there were some that were pretty bad. There was one guy that I think he ended up putting some kind of a pipe bomb at a school and blowing it up, and got into trouble with the police. Yeah. Exactly. You know, so you'd run into all kind of characters that did all kind of stuff wrong. Hey, but anyways, I'm going to kick you off the panel because I'm going to shut the stream down here for now.
Sounds good.
Because of the time.
Hey, dude, I appreciate you bringing me on.
Got to have a bite to eat. Yeah. Thanks a lot for coming on,
man.
Phoenix Tide down there. What's your location there right now? What state are you in today?
I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas. I'm always I'm not
in
always
Texas.
in Texas, but most of the time I'm in Texas. Dallas Fort Worth.
Lately, there's been a few tornadoes and stuff like that, though. But how's the weather? Weather's okay there for you today?
Oh, it's beautiful. You'd wish you were here.
What is it,
like 60 degrees over here?
Wow.
Okay, 60. Let's translate that into Canadian. Something
so
like
in other words,
15.
No snow.
Not even
this
close.
is what it's like here.
About 15 degrees. I don't know. I heard that your dogs were trying to lick their nuts to keep them warm, and their tongues got stuck. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Pretty not much. Where's my dog?
I heard that they got.
Let's get the dog out here.
They're trying to give themselves a bath, and their tongue got stuck. They got frozen.
Yeah, don't lick the power pole with your tongue. Don't lick anything metal. Don't lick any power poles out there today. I can see it's a little bit chilly. Okay, thanks a lot for popping on. See you later.
Hey, man, thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we're going to drop the stream here and take off for a bit, and because it's noon here and I want to have a bite to eat, and we might come bring a stream on here after. Too bad DOA didn't come on. DOA, this was your opportunity to come on my show, explain yourself, tell me what it is, why it is that you think that I'm such a bad guy. I'm not such a bad guy. Like, come on. I like to treat everyone equal. I like to have as many friends as possible. I don't like to have enemies. We like to, have a good life. And, that's about it. So I just don't think that it's right for you to, block me because you don't like somebody that might be in my chat. That's unfair, really unfair. So I wish you'd reconsider, Ant, and unblock me from both of your channels there, and let's try and be friends. Really, I have nothing, no reason why you and I can't be friends, or why anybody can't be friends. We have to try and not hate, but get to be better with each other. We all have to be good actors, not bad actors. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So that's your chance. I had your chance. There. Hopefully your people told you that I wanted you to come up on the panel, but we never did see you in the back end here trying to come on. So enough of that. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye for now.